Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Do it. This is where the fun begins.
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
Well, hello there.
Nice. Very well done.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Sithcast podcast, the podcast where we talk all things Star Wars. Thanks for joining us tonight for a really cool collector spotlight. I'm your favorite nerf herder, Sean Solo, and joining me again is the Sith Queen, Nilda herself.
What up?
What's up, Nilda? How are you? High fives everywhere. And also joining me tonight is the Spice Runners Lounge crew. Unfortunately, we're missing Eben because he's at Comic-Con.
Well, the name of this should be Sean's Spice Runners Cast. Or it was going to be just the Spice Guys.
Or just my support group. You know, I need all the help I can get. But yeah, man, I'm glad to have you guys on.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, man. And just to let everyone know, we got Jeff from Spice Runners. What's up, Jeff?
Yeah, man, I'm here. Glad to be here. So
yeah, we've had Jeff on a few weeks. It's good to have him back.
He's
Jeff's.
plural.
Yeah,
He's plural.
I think Scott did come up with that, actually.
He
Yeah.
did. And if everyone doesn't know, we got Scott Berry back in the house. What's up, Scott?
Thank you. It's awesome to be here because each time I've been asked, I've had to teach or work or something. So I'm just stoked to be.
Yeah, I was
hanging
like,
out
oh
with you
man, he
guys.
doesn't like me anymore.
Yeah. You're already teaching, Scott. I get it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, man.
No, teaching. Yes.
Yeah. And then we've got our guest of honor. We got Jason, aka J2SO. What's up, Jason?
How's it going? Glad to be here.
Dude, stoked to have you on the show for the first time.
I know.
Nice shirt.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, I got to
It's
get one of
official.
those too. Yeah.
Hey, my Imagineer friend got it from Lucas. I had like the gift shop at Lucasfilm, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I was trying to get a hoodie too, but
Yeah. I've been wanting one of those. I've been looking. I don't.
Ooh, I would like a hoodie.
Oh yeah, Lucasfilm hoodie. That would be
Yeah.
sweet.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Oh man, I'll think of the name of it. Some company, they have the same thing, but it's the green logo that they do.
Ooh, yeah, I like the green
That's
one.
nice.
That's
one.
badass.
I'll take them all. Just send them
I
all
also want one that says Graflex. I want a Graflex shirt.
Yeah. Have you seen it, or Scott? Have you seen those anywhere?
Yeah, Graflex has them. I think they're white though. I don't like white shirts on me
Yes.
because I just kind of blend in.
Yeah.
Or I look like, because I'm so white, I'm light blue, so I just kind of disappear.
You go camouflage.
He turns blue.
Yeah, so black shirts would definitely be better. But I think I've seen a white one. I think the Graflex shop has it, or the Graflex store.
Oh, that would be
but I want a
cool.
black one.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone's got to bootleg it somewhere.
He said I
Exactly.
blend in.
I know.
I'm light blue. I can't help it.
Scott, you gotta start selling the shirts that say Force Ball.
Force ball, yes.
Yeah.
You know what I need to do? I need to take a good picture of the Jedi remote and put it so that it fits in that.
You know, I thought about
know.
that. I was like, I'm going to do something for Scott
Where
and
is
send
it?
it to him for Force Ball.
Force Ball.
I do. I need it. So if you want to do that, please do that. Because how do I do it? I don't even know how to do it here.
Yeah,
Stop
you got
cam. Stop cam. There it is. So
Yeah.
So if we can get it into that would be perfect.
Yeah, man.
Force ball.
Do it. I tell you, I'm jealous of those guys out in San Diego right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
whatever.
Yeah, I talked to
Yeah.
Evan earlier. I know he's having a good time.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go down there. I think on Friday.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
there.
It's right down. How far is that from you, Scott?
I don't know, maybe 40 minutes. It all depends on
that's-
traffic and the craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember coming in from somewhere. I was for work. I was somewhere. I don't know, Florida, Oklahoma. I have no idea where I was. I was coming back into the San Diego airport right at Comic-Con, and it was nuts in that freaking airport. But they had done up all the luggage racks for Comic-Con. So they had
really?
a bunch of stuff on it. Yeah, it was pretty cool, but it was like crazy. And at that point, I think I had a week run where I was just done. It's like, get out of my way. I'm going home.
Now, when you drive up the coast, like, is it like just one main highway? Because the only time, like, I was out in San Diego, the only time I was out there was for X Games, and I think that was like '97. And then we decided we rented a van and we were going to drive up the coastline all the way up to LA. So
you went up PCH Highway 1.
Yeah. It was right where the ocean, like right, and we stopped in Laguna Beach to eat lunch, and that was a cool little drive.
I grew up not far from Laguna Beach. I was a little bit more inland, but I was Orange County where I grew up. It was El Toro, Lake Forest is what it is now, but Laguna Beach, I mean, you'd be at the beach within 20 minutes or less.
Yeah,
but
you're right there.
Usually when I'm trying, I don't touch PCH unless I had to, like if I had a job or something out there, because of the amount of the street lights. There are open areas, but there's a lot of, street lights, usually freeways. So 5, 15, from where I'm at, I probably have to go down the 15 and cut across to the 5 to get to wherever Comic-Con is.
Yeah, it was different though, because I remember we got to LA and then we were heading down to like Rodeo Drive. I remember sitting at a red light and I look over and this convertible pulls up and it's iced tea. I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, that's iced tea. Like just riding around. Well, it's like just driving around town. You're just like
in that area, you see constant Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Rolls Royces, McLarens. All that stuff is always sitting right in that area.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's kind of a trip.
Yeah, that's not our type of area, because I remember going down Rodeo. We went in a couple of those shops, and they just looked at us like, who the hell are these people? Like, you're in the wrong place, dude. You guys got to go. Yeah, your shorts go past your knees. You got to get out of here.
Right?
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. But that was a fun trip, though. That was a good week out there.
Well, back in '97, yeah.
Yeah, good times, right?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and address the chat. We got our Jose Paez, man. Thanks for joining. You win every time. He's always jumping in.
It's awesome.
Darth Kenobi, one of my favorite names on the internet.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is a cool one. And then you got Jeff's and J2SO2. They're in two places at the same time.
Yeah, we got these guys. They're hanging out.
Stacking the chat. The chat.
Yeah, Jason. We're going to do it, baby. We're going to do it.
And then Nilda. Nilda's in there, too.
I was like, let's go.
But Scott's recruited his wife. Hey, Janine, how are you?
Yes, exactly.
I don't think I've ever really met her or really spoke to her too much. But
she's pretty awesome. That's all I can say.
That's
Yes, she is. We chit chat from time to time. I like your wife a lot.
Dude, she's got to be awesome. Cool. She's got to keep you in line, man.
Yeah.
Keep me in line, but she's also a huge collector. I mean, who would have known? I knew she always liked Star Wars and all that other stuff, but man, between the Lego, between the other things that she's finding, it's like, I got to have this. Her collection is probably outdoing mine at this point.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm jealous of that too, because my wife's like, she likes Star Wars, but she's not like,
she's like, keep it in your room. Keep it in your room, old man.
I was looking at that Sideshow had released that Yoda fountain. They're shipping that now, and I was watching Gabe's review on it, and she was sitting there. I was like, "Hey, do you mind if that goes like right here in the foyer in the front door?" She's like, No. I was like, "Damn it, I tried."
Yeah,
I am getting to put a Graflex lightsaber down underneath my TV though. So
nice. Well, it's like Nilda. Nilda's lucky. Her and her husband, they collect all kinds of stuff, but they're collectors together.
Bad.
Yeah. That's a bad thing, though, because you could go broke really fast.
Yeah.
And we also,
it's like we're competing every week on who has the best
who's
stuff.
got the coolest stuff.
Yeah.
We also got Robin Bowman. Hey, Robin, how are you?
Hey, Robin.
Speaking of another collector, but she's high end because of Benjamin.
Yeah.
So, 501st, you go.
Yeah, they've been working their butt off lately. That's why they haven't been in a lot of the chats, they said. But yeah, glad to have you guys with us tonight, man. We got a lot of Sideshow stuff, man. They hemorrhaged so many things this week. And I'm like, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. But I got to keep it in line.
It's tough, right? Because you're like, no, I'm good. I can sit back. Then an opportunity makes itself available, Jeff's. And then you're like, crap. How much?
Yeah. Oh, that's the friend deal, baby. That's the friend deal.
Yeah. No, well, it's just the opportunity, and then that stuff comes up, and then you're like, I got to do it. I really want that. At least with the announcements like the Hot Toys and things, you've got 8-9 months to kind of figure out if you want to do this or not. You don't have to go rush and pre-order it tomorrow.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Well, they don't even do the edition sizes, and these are all. I mean, a lot of them are just the figure pieces, but like even the statues, until they release the edition size, like you can kind of just hold.
Yeah. That's the truth. Even for like Hot Toys, like they'll release it and they'll say, "Oh, it's out next year." I'm not going to pre-order it now.
Yeah,
Right. For one thing, in a year, I don't know if I'm going to be collecting Hot Toys still because I'm trying to get out of it. But man, they look so good.
Yeah.
They look so good, and then
they're posable little statues.
You know, I say they're affordable. I say they're affordable for the high-end collector because we know a $250 figure versus a $1,100 statue. $250 is looking pretty good.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, dude, they just keep coming out with some cool stuff, and I just need to stick to the original trilogy. You know, I need to.
You have to.
I think I'm with you.
Limit yourself like that.
Yeah, you really do.
Hold the line. Hold the line.
Yeah, hold the line.
There's no end to it. If you go the whole saga, you're screwed. There's no way.
Yeah,
It's kind of like me.
Yeah, right. I know. Every day there's a new Hot Toys in your videos. I'm like, man, she is just doing OG trilogy, prequel, Mando.
Yeah. Next,
I'm
we'll start
eventually
seeing...
want to do like those. What is it? The Maju cases.
Maju cases. Yeah.
I just want to do like every film.
Well, you should order them now because you'll probably see them in about 2 years.
I think Sean Stone told me he waited like a year.
Yeah, he just
got them. And my friend Danny just ordered them like a year and a half ago, and he still hasn't even received his.
Now and then you could catch them on Sideshow, like the cubes. I guess I don't know the size of them, but if you look at Sideshow's website, once in a while you can find them.
Oh yeah, they have the smaller ones. They get them in here and there.
What size do you know, Jeff?
I think they're a little bit bigger than the Bestas.
Okay.
Tiny bit on the sides.
What's funny? I'm getting the itch to. The closest IKEA to us is in Charlotte, North Carolina, so it's like a 4-hour drive for me.
Oh, jeez.
But the thing is, it's like shipping on that. Like anything you buy from IKEA, it's a flat rate of $200.
Mm-hmm.
If I order one Besta, it's $200. So I'm like, I know I'm going to spend some money in gas going there, but I can spend, I can spend like a weekend there because there's like. You can go to
that's what I was gonna say. $200, spend it on a hotel or something.
Yeah.
And just do like the trip out, hang out for the evening, do round, and then do your IKEA and go home.
Yeah, I've never been into an IKEA.
It's fun.
But they say
they're very dangerous.
Are they? I heard they have like a food court and like they're really huge.
Their food's great too.
So what happens when you go into an IKEA, if you're not familiar, is you go in the front and then it's a maze. You can't exit the building without going through the entire building.
Oh, really?
And the problem is you'll see things you're like, I don't need that, but I have to have that.
Well, that's what Disney does. They filter you off the ride, through the gift shop, out to the car.
Perfect. That's IKEA. That's totally IKEA.
You got to use the bathroom before you go in, otherwise you'll never find it again.
Oh,
yeah, it's true.
Really?
Yeah, IKEA is very dangerous. I've spent like 4 hours in an IKEA.
Oh, no. So,
you can, Sean, order all of your gear, like all the stuff that you're going to order it. Then you're just pulling into the parking lot and like filling your car back up.
Yeah, but if I'm driving 4 hours, I'm going to go out there and
check it out.
Check it out and walk around. But like you said, it could get dangerous. Be like, oh, those floating shelves, I could buy those for later. Yeah. I might not use them right now, but because they're so inexpensive, you know.
You get some meatballs and some lingonberries.
Well, it's like a friend of mine. He was showing me yesterday. He's like, "Oh," he goes, "I just got a notification that my cup holder is available." So it's one of those like you clamp it on the desk and you screw it in at the bottom.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know what it's made of, heavy plastic, aluminum, or something like that. You can actually fit a coffee mug in it because it has a slot for the handle. They're $15. They used to be $10, and I'm like, crap, I need that because on my desk here, I could totally clamp it, or my other desk instead of risk knocking over my drink, right? But those things are hard to find. It's like the Detolfs. You hear the Detolf stuff. I mean, dude, Sean, you be best. Go spend $2,000 and buy all the Detolfs that you can for $2,000 or Vespas. Come back to your area and then sell them.
Just start selling them like, I'm going to save you guys the gas money. Here you go.
Yeah.
Robin's comment's pretty funny because the Bowman they go a lot to IKEA. So
we bought a trailer.
We're spoiled here, man. There's one in Orlando, like 20 minutes from Eben, and there's one in Tampa right here, 20 minutes from me.
There's two by me.
so nice. Isn't it nice?
Yeah, there's one literally like 10 minutes away from me, and then there's another one that's 30 minutes away from me.
Benjamin said you could use the bathroom in any display room. They just don't flush.
No.
It works at Home Depot too.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I've had a
Home
friend of
Depot
mine take a
bathrooms
nap
are way in the
IKEA.
back. Yeah.
Oh geez. Yeah, let's see. We got a few other people joining us. We got Wheels 305. What's up, Wheels? Thanks for joining. We got Anthony, the BMX Jedi. What's up, man? Yeah, man. Hey, you guys want to do some bounty pickups?
Yeah.
We'll start with our guest of honor, Jason. You get anything cool this week?
Well, last week I had my anniversary with my fiance.
Okay.
So
Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
We went to a comic shop because I got her. Our whole living room is plants, right? It's floor to ceiling plants, and so I got her that, and she got me this. It's just one of those Unleashed figures, right?
Oh yeah, that looks cool.
But, dude,
those are some sweet figures.
Can you make Jason big?
This one looks really cool. This was, I think, $20, man.
Oh, dude, that looks fantastic.
Yeah, the Unleashed figures are pretty badass.
Yeah, and it comes with a rifle arm also.
Yeah. Now,
what's he doing with his one hand?
I don't know. He's intimidating, man. Look at that.
Yeah.
He's in 8 mode. He looks like he's
Is that arm supposed to be keyed another way or something? That looks awesome though, dude. I'd be happy with that.
That's
for
the way it is.
What about the other one? The other one come out? Does it key back in? And that one keys in.
Oh yeah.
All right.
So
Yeah, man,
I have
cool.
that in front of my Tuscan bust over here, so it works out great. Set up all nice. And then,
Most of the Unleashed figures come like that's the articulation for them.
Really?
I have Palpatine and Yoda, and they're doing the same weird
Mace
that's
Windu's
weird,
figure
man.
is hilarious because he's like this with the saber.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, they're cool.
Like the ballet.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have there's a Jango Boba Fett one I have in my DTOF, and that's cool. It's like Boba or Jango all doing this, and like Boba's behind him.
Oh,
It's
nice.
a real nice base. Some of them have real nice display bases, but
I always wanted the Grievous from that line. The Grievous looks.
man, he does. He's like $20.
I've never seen the Grievous.
Oh, it's cool. He's like up on it's like a slanted piece, and he's launching.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
He's not doing any of that crazy.
So
Nice.
yeah, that's the only physical pickup. We have some stuff. Jeff and I had ordered coming in maybe next week, the week after, a couple weeks. We'll see.
Nice, man.
Yeah, so that'll be cool for sure.
Yeah, congrats. That thing's awesome.
What are you getting? I missed that.
We're getting that the Jabba's Palace security eye thing.
The gatekeeper.
Oh yeah.
Gatekeeper
That
droid.
thing's awesome.
Yeah, that thing's
From,
Dude, I can't wait to see that.
yeah, that's gonna be.
Does it talk or light up or
It
smack
lights
you?
up and talks.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jeff's
That's the
trying
way
to
to
talk him into doing like a motion sensor with it. So when he comes back,
or whatever it
yeah,
says.
Yeah, he's been waiting on
That's
the
it.
Adreno.
Do it again, Sean. Do it again. That was good.
We do sound effects too.
Do
on
it
the
again.
show.
That was good. That was really good. Yes.
Scott's gonna capture you now.
No shit.
I really want to get
Double.
one and put my ring
That
light
sound drop
inside
will
of
be
it
on-
to
that'd
capture
be
like
cool.
my neighbors.
Be cool.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
thing is sweet though, because I was really tempted. I'm like, where would I put it? I'm like, ugh.
yeah. I cleared space for it, but that's
Yeah.
my last like big purchase right now.
Sean, you don't think about it. You just buy.
You just do it, and then you find
And
a place for
then
it.
you wind up being like Jeff, and you're like, well, I could put it here if I sold this, and this.
You're like, shit.
Yeah, he's like,
And then
let
here
me call,
comes me.
Yeah, let me call Scott.
Let me call the berries. If Scott doesn't buy it, I can go to his wife.
Exactly,
dude.
exactly. Oh, geez. What is she was telling me what she texted you earlier. She's like, all right, I bought mine. He's on his own, or something like that.
That's too funny.
He
She's like,
doesn't
I
move
got
as
mine.
fast as I do.
She
That's
got
what's
fir-
the other.
She got first pick.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Scott, what'd
Yes.
you get? What'd you pick up this week?
Well, I got some stuff from the Jeff's store, which was really cool. So I got this guy. And
Cool.
yeah,
Jealous. That was
with
a
some
little-
Beskar. He gave me a Beskar piece, which is inside it, and I have to remember the combination now.
Yeah, that
So it's kinda
Camtono's
hard.
nice.
Yeah.
First button 4 times.
Yeah, my best friend that lives down in Tampa was there last week. I was like, dude, keep an eye out for the Camtono because he's headed here tomorrow.
Macari Fine from my wife.
Yeah, that's cool.
So A-wing. So like we were talking about to do the guns, I may or may not repaint it. I don't know. It's not too bad. I'm happy with the size of it and the shape. It definitely needs, dark gray in here. And then, but other than that, I'm really, really pleased with it for $20 or whatever it was. And then I got these two that I haven't even unpacked yet. So you guys know what this one is?
That to be
it is the
Luke Skywalker speeder.
Yep.
40th anniversary.
There it is, baby.
And then I got this one.
Star Wars: The Clone
Attack
Wars.
of the Clone.
Anakin.
No,
Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka. Nice.
I know my boxes.
So that's gonna go with my Rex, but I haven't even gotten to a chance. I haven't opened them yet because I'm not. I got to clear off all the figures I've got and rearrange some things anyways before I can even get them open. But I'm itching to open them because I'm dying to see them.
Yeah.
Open them. Open.
Stop.
I've had that snow speeder Luke for like 2 weeks and it's still sitting here in the box.
See,
Dude, I'm
I messaged Sean. It's beautiful. I just unboxed it like a couple days ago. It's beautiful.
I do not know how you guys do that. As soon as I get it, I open that.
Well, I'm dying. The second I saw that snow speeder Luke, which was, I don't know, a year and a half ago, 2 years, whenever it showed up on the website, I've been wanting that thing ever since, and I'm dying to open it, but I'm afraid if I open it and then I get them out, I'm just going to constantly keep moving them around to get them out of my way until I can put them where I need to put them.
Yeah.
Which I may just put them with the Black Series snow speeder next to it or near it.
Cool. Yeah, that would.
Or the AT-ATs, because I've got all those AT-ATs. Plus, I got that Merlin one eventually coming when I pay that baby off. By the way, Adam Savage did a video today, released a video of him putting that AT-AT together. Yeah, but he did it differently. He drilled holes, ran screws because he wants to take it apart and not have to glue it. Yeah. So that was pretty cool video. So that's the Merlin models. Yeah,
I think because I've got the Sideshow snow speeder Luke, and I've had it for a few years. I got so used to looking at that orange color because that's what captivates you about that figure. It stands out among every figure.
Yeah, because I went
it like glows. Yeah, like that stands out.
That's my backpack for work.
Oh, yeah. I know. I want that backpack now, bastard. Because I've got a bunch of Boba Fett backpacks that I collected.
Yeah, because I moved. Oh, go ahead, Jeff.
Did you see the last show we were talking about the figure where you can flip them upside down?
Yes.
Yeah.
The base.
Yeah.
I tested that out when I opened mine.
The harpoon.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they did that. I mean, on the base, it has the two little hooks there too. So.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to open it though. This weekend, I spent most of my time. I moved a lot of my diorama stuff around because in the one DTOF back behind me, I took one of the shelves out, and then I'm going to do the Wampa, the Luke hanging upside down. I'm going to do that inside. Yeah.
The Hoth one.
The Hoth. So I'm going to, get Luke, hang him upside down, Wampa. I've already talked to Joel about 3D printing like a Tauntaun skull for me and a spine.
Oh, cool.
Oh, dude.
So cool. I'm going to slowly, it's going to be a slow process, but that's kind of what I'm in the middle of doing. It's hard to do. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you have the Sideshow snow speeder Luke, right?
Yeah.
And now you've got the Hot Toys one, right?
Yeah.
So are you keeping both? Are you getting rid of the Sideshow?
Nope. Sideshow. I put in a Dagobah diorama.
Oh, nice.
That was cool.
I'm in the middle of building that one too.
Do you have a snow speeder diorama that you're going to do?
No.
Or have one?
No. I think like the snow speeder Luke one's going to go with Hoth Han and Hoth Leia. I've kind of got like a
Hoth.
You can see. Yeah, you can't see it from back there because I moved them. But yeah, I've got like a Hoth diorama I have that he'll go with. And then I'll probably end up taking the helmet off so I can see the sculpt and maybe have him hold the helmet. But it is hard. I don't know why I haven't opened it because everyone just talks about how phenomenal it is. And I'm like, okay, I'll get to it.
I want it.
Well, it's like you got to take the helmet apart to put it on the figure unless you're Nilda and you just jam it on. which seemed to work for her.
Did
But
you?
you're supposed to take it apart. Yeah.
I didn't know that you were supposed to take it apart, and then I saw that the head came out, and I was like, "Oh my god, I broke it!"
Oh shit.
And then I looked, and I was like, "Oh, okay, good." I'm like, "It's just the hair piece." And you
man.
I had to like edit it, but you hear me in the house screaming. I was like, "I fucking broke it!"
No.
Well, I was watching you do it, and I'm watching the video. I'm like, no, this is what I was
like, why
doing.
doesn't it not go in? And then literally, like when the headpiece, the hair popped out.
Yep.
But like, if
I
you
know.
saw my editing, I literally was like this.
Nilda's like,
Yes.
And don't get me wrong, like when I first bought Hot Toys, I broke one.
Oh,
Thank God they sent me like I was able to find a replacement piece, and my friend does sculpting, so he was able to fix it for me. But I literally was like that. I was like, oh my god.
oh man.
You got Joel Ebanks just popped up, and so did Marcel.
Yeah. What's up, Joel? Thanks for joining us again, man. Good to have you back. Marcel, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
I thought he was calling us Sith coasters for a minute. I was like, wait a minute.
Hey, I do have some Sith coasters.
Do you?
Yeah, from
Marketing plug.
the Bowmans. Yeah, we got Sith coasters.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Benjamin does awesome job. And when you first get them, if you ever get coasters, highly recommended from Benjamin and Robin, you have to smell them because they smell amazing because of the laser burn into the cork or whatever. Yeah.
Jason, I got to start sniffing.
I'm telling you, man.
There it is.
There he is.
Yeah, I love that. I love that one. That's got to be one of my
I'm
favorites.
gonna have to get coasters from them.
They smell pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I've
look
had
good.
these.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
I've
they
got-
make them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can order from them, and they're so cool, Nilda. You got to get some. They're great.
Yeah,
Like I
'cause we're
said,
gonna
when they
be-
show up, sniff them because they smell amazing.
Because we're gonna be remodeling our house very soon, so I wanna like get cool Star Wars coasters.
You got to get
Yeah,
them
yeah. Yeah, hit
Yeah.
Robin will
Benjamin
be
up.
messaging you.
Yeah, hit
The cool
Benjamin
ones that
up.
look like Death Star wall panels also.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like,
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. I have it somewhere.
You should, Nilda, you should work with him and design a Sith Queen one.
Oh, yeah. I could do
Mhm.
that. I do
Yeah.
all the graphics for the show, so yeah, we
There
can
you
make
go.
that happen. We can make that
Like
happen.
a Nasaj Ventress, probably.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Hilda, I like where you're going.
Queen.
Give it time. Give it time.
And then smell it.
And
Yeah,
if you're in a
men's
different
not-
career, you could be massage ventress. Yeah.
That's what I need. I didn't need a massage vendor.
Oh, Benjamin,
Oh, man.
stop. Benjamin's like, sorry, Scott, the smell on yours isn't burnt smell.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, does this smell like Lars Owen? It's like a scratch and sniff
It's
Lars
like,
Owen.
smell this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's Baru.
That's perfect because your camera goes blurry too when you like
Yeah.
focus this.
It's so messed up. Yeah, Benjamin said force ball coasters coming.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
That'd be easy. You don't have to do anything.
All right, force ball.
There it is.
But I'm telling you, the training remote, and that would be perfect.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
dope.
It'd make me happy.
All right. Well, hey, Jeff, did you get anything cool this week?
Nope, still selling. I have
Nice.
like lots of stuff coming. I have like
Yeah.
the Grievous, the quarter scale premium is in or out. That's probably 6 days out. And then I got a bunch of X-wing helmets that I ordered from Australia. That guy's getting ready to ship. I have a
Damn.
full size R2 that's coming.
You notice
Yeah.
when he got the bigger space, it
Full
just keeps
size
filling up
R2.
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full size R2 is
I
coming.
tell him all the time. It's like, should I get the arts? I was like, yes. But
Yeah.
you need to get C3PO with him. He's like, I don't know if I can have the space. I was like, there's always space for the duo.
Yeah.
And then I see like selling this autograph. I was like, yes, do it.
It's
Yeah,
happening.
well, it's like what says Star Wars more than looking at C-3PO and R2.
Yeah.
You're just
Right,
like,
Beautiful.
You gotta
You know?
do the duo if you can, man.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what's great about that too, Sean, is like so me and Jason are talking back and forth about the R2. We're like, yeah, we'll do this, whatever. And then Jason's like, you know what would be really cool? He's like, you should get somebody to 3D print the tray for R2.
Oh, yeah. For,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And I'm
Keep
like,
your beverages on there.
yeah. So I messaged the guy that's doing it, and I'm like, hey, you wouldn't happen to have like the tray mold or anything for that thing? He's like, oh yeah, what do you want? 2-legged or three-legged mold for that?
Oh, really?
I'm like, 2-legged. He's like, sold. He's like, I'll paint it up. We'll put it in the kit. I'm like,
Dude, that's awesome.
Dude, you could do your own sail barge. So it'd be Jeff's sails barge or Jeff's ale barge. It'd be that's it. Jeff's ale barge. That would work.
barge.
No, it's going to be Jeff's sell barge, SELL barge.
Yeah.
Sell. Start selling everything to get that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Sell barge. I like that.
It's the sell barge, not the sail barge. The sell
Just
barge.
put it on with nothing else anymore.
Yeah, I might create a new Facebook group called that.
Oh, dude,
There you
that'd
go.
be dope.
That would work.
Sale barge.
Coming Tuesday nights, Jeff Sale.
Yeah.
So, Nilda,
Yeah,
what,
my wife and I would be on there all the time. What you got now? What you got now?
what you got now?
It's the only 2 people on it. Yeah.
So, Nilda, did you pick up anything cool this week? Which I'm guessing you did.
I got 4 things. That's
Oh,
it.
jeez,
I was
that's
being,
it?
I was being a good girl.
You win.
Mhm.
So I picked up.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
That looks
You gotta
good.
get something worth showing, Nelda.
have you taken that out of the box yet?
Yeah,
No,
I
what does
did.
that look like?
You wanna see
How's
what
it look? Yeah,
Oh,
how's
that's
it
so
look?
cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
hold on.
Make Nilda big.
I will.
Even just the box is badass. Whoa.
Smell it. Smell it.
Smell it.
That is so cool.
The helmet looks a little loose. You should push it down.
I love
actually-
it.
that
The only thing I'm
actually-
not a fan is this.
The visor?
The visor. It looks like sunglasses.
It's supposed to.
Yeah, it was cheap when they made the original.
Yeah.
So.
And then
That
I love,
actually looks pretty good. The X-wing base.
That's cool.
yeah, the X-wing base, and it has R2 right there. But it's beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it
cool.
looks great.
Yeah.
Did you pick that up at your local shop?
Yes, the same place I always go to.
Nice.
What do those run? Are those about $199, $200 ish?
So what ended up happening was it goes for $175, but I accumulated so many
Points.
Tate bucks.
Mm.
Yeah, it's points. So I didn't pay for anything.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I had
awesome.
a whole bunch because I shop there so
But-
much, and
Yeah.
everybody buys me, like gift cards and stuff like that from them. So
Yeah.
I just was like, okay, I'll get this.
That's cool.
Spent $20,000 this year there, but she finally got her free item. So
Yeah. Yeah, you
And
spent
an
20.
eraser.
You spent 20 grand, but here's that keychain. I promise you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got
Got
the
Star
Luke
Wars on it.
Skywalker and the keychain.
And then I got
But
Han.
wait, there's more.
Yeah.
I got Leia.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Do we have the trifecta? Do we have Luke?
Yeah.
Well, we
I
just
had-
did.
I had Luke here.
6 scale though. Oh, there you go.
Oh.
So
So
I-
which ones are these? Are these?
the
These are the-
Sideshow.
The sideshow ones.
The sideshow. These are like
Okay.
the Heroes Rebellion. So like
Mhm.
we've been trying to do like this whole scene. So like I have Carbonite Luke, I have Bib Fortuna, now I got Luke, and then like eventually, like I have Boba Fett and I have Darth Vader. So I want to do like the scene where they're saying, like, I love you.
Ah, nice.
Right.
So I got
And he's
those.
like, get away from me, psycho. Yeah.
And then the last thing I picked up was I got my
Oh wow.
Star Wars Celebration Wrecker backpack.
Is that a lounge fry?
Yeah.
Fly.
Lounge fly.
Lounge fry.
Did you tell Joey
Fly.
about this?
Fly.
He knows.
That's actually really cool.
But the messed up thing was today at San Diego Comic-Con, they dropped like 2 more bags, and I'm just like,
Oh
stop.
no.
Which ones? Which ones are you after now?
Well, I like Stranger Things also, so they have the Demogorgon backpack where it's like
Okay.
open up,
Mhm.
and then they just released I'm trying to remember what it was. It was I think it's a Jawa backpack.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Yeah, but I have like 2 more coming. I know.
Nice.
I have too many bags. I just counted, what was it, yesterday? I'm at 39.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bags and shoes.
No, I'm actually good with the shoes. I have
Well, the
you know,
shoes are in the bag.
I have like, my shoes for, for work, for the clinic. And
Yeah.
then I have, like my everyday Vans that I like to wear. Like mostly my shoes all consist of Vans.
If you live in Florida, you got to just have a collection of flip flops. I've got high heel flip
So
flops.
it's like, here, we'll do a comparison. Jason, how many pairs of shoes do you own?
A lot.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
If I were to actually
bad.
count, I
Jay-
do have like
Jason's a sneakerhead.
Yeah, I'm not like a sneak. I mean, like I don't have like $300 Jordans, but
Yeah.
I have like 10 pairs of the same Vans in different colors.
Same
And I
here.
don't wear sandals ever. I have like high top Vans that are very hot, and I have low cut Vans. And I just have Vans and Nikes.
Yeah, but do
A lot.
you buy the collection Vans? Like most of my Vans, I have like Vans from The Exorcist, from Harry Potter.
Yeah. No,
The
it's so
Simpsons.
expensive. It's like if I could get a pair of Vans for $60, I'm not gonna pay $260 because it has a little Boba Fett insignia. I can't do it. I just can't.
Yeah.
If I could,
Well,
I
wait.
would.
Jason's like, I could just glue my own on there
Yeah,
and
right.
call it a day, you know?
Well,
Alright, so
I wear a size 6 in kids. So
Wow.
yeah,
Oh.
I'm a small person.
So Jason was a really bad example. Sean, how many pairs of shoes do you have?
1, 2, 3. Do I get to count golf spikes? 4, maybe 5 pairs?
Wow, all right.
All right.
Yeah.
And Jeff's, what about you? Yeah, exactly. That's normal too.
Yeah.
Guys are pretty simple, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably have,
Except-
like 10.
Except I have to say, I have been rocking these. The slipper is the way to go. The slipper is the way to go.
Started, that's all you
No
wear.
shoestrings, yeah.
That's all I needed.
Paul or Peter Cushing everywhere you go.
It's like,
God,
Exactly,
I buy
right?
I buy the Olakais now because I don't want to tie them anymore.
Oh, speaking of
Slip on.
Vans, I guess it's next weekend the U.S. Open or whatever hits, the surfing championship
Mhm.
out here at Huntington Beach.
yeah.
I've got to go work that, believe it or not, for Roland.
Oh, nice.
And last I had heard is, what's his shoe size? Because I've got to get Vans for the event.
Right.
Oh, cool.
So,
Yeah, my shoe size is free.
yeah, exactly.
Whatever's free, I'll squeeze into them.
No.
Well, my
No.
son works for Journeys,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
so I get his employee discounts.
Okay, that's
Nice.
So
cool.
sometimes, and because I have a small, a size small and shoe size, I usually get them like very cheap.
Nice.
Benjamin, I have about 50 to 60 pairs of shoes. My favorites are various. How did I turn the show into a shoe,
I
shoe
know, right?
show? Shoe
We
show.
started talking about
Sponsored by
shoes.
Payless.
Yeah, exactly. Word from our sponsor.
Shoecast. It's like,
Shoecast, there you go. It's a shoecast.
Oh, man,
yeah,
that's a lot
PJ
of
is going to
shoes.
be like, I give you the reins and you talk about
I give you the
shoes."
keys and you're over there selling shoes.
Yeah, that's how it works.
But I got one thing in this week. Let's see. Let me pull it up.
Do it.
Got this bad boy. Can you see
Oh,
it?
Oh,
really?
yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't want to take it out of the plastic because it's sealed. Because you just never know down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever he passes away, like what's
Well, you
If
should've
this
got
thing's-
two of them.
Yeah, I should have got 2.
After I got it, I really like the figure, but
I had
yeah,
bought a
just-
whole case of it.
yeah.
because this is the 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm,
Yeah.
George Lucas and Stormtrooper disguise. For people that are listening and not watching, that's what we've got.
That's so cool.
But
Yeah, give it like
Entertainment Earth had like a big bulk. You can buy them separately, but then there was one where you can buy it as a case.
oh,
So,
really?
Yeah, so I got 10 of them. I think we paid like
So I've got to buy one off you.
I think we paid like with shipping and everything like $200.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that was like
Well,
$30. I got off.
Yeah, I would say
Big Bad
give it
Toy.
10 to 15 years. Sean would be like, this is my new house. Wow, how did you guys afford this? I sold my Hasbro George Lucas.
my
Stormtrooper.
Kenner George Lucas.
Imagine
Yeah.
getting that signed.
Man, I ordered that thing
Mm.
in November and I just got it. It took 8 months
Oh,
to
wow.
get that thing, and that was from Big Bad Toy. And I didn't care. I
They're
was like-
slow. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
slow with
I was
stuff.
like, whenever it
I've-
gets here, it gets here.
I've noticed that their shipping is pretty slow. Like I've gotten things from
Mhm.
Entertainment Earth or from like other websites, and I've gotten them very fast. And I've had people say the same thing. Like I've gotten it from Big Bad Toys, and I still haven't received it.
Yeah.
I don't really order much from them. I think I was searching for it one day and they were sold out everywhere, and that was the one place that had it. I was like, it was like 26 or 27 bucks, but then you could pay an extra $3 and get one that's like mint. So that came like double boxed and packed very well. So it is in pristine condition. That's why I didn't want to take the plastic off of it.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
Just put it in the safe. Sean, just put it in the safe. Yeah.
I know. Well, I don't collect Black Series. Like I have maybe a handful of them. I've got the little Probot Black Series. I think I got the X-Wing or the Snowspeeder Luke Black Series. I have that.
Oh, you definitely don't want to see my Black Series.
And I got that Snoke. My kid bought me for Christmas. It was that Snoke Black Series when
I like the Throne.
When that movie came out. You know what I'm talking about? That one show.
More than 2 is the collection, Sean. Just saying.
Oh damn! I collect Black Series.
What about 250?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a problem.
That's an addiction.
It goes from a collection to an addiction to a problem.
Well, I was telling the guys last week that I was thinking I've been thinking very hard. I'm still thinking about it. Like I'm thinking about selling some of my Black Series collection because it's occupying too much space where I can buy more Hot Toys.
You should check in with Sean, see if he needs any.
Do you have the Han and Carbonite? I did. I bought that at ICC Black Series. It was the Carbonite Han.
Yeah. You totally collect Black Series. You don't even know you're collecting.
I think the only one that I've bought in like doubles was the K2SO. I've bought multiples of those.
Oh, so I could buy that too with the other George Lucas.
Yeah.
So you have K2SOs? O's? Yeah. K2SOs.
Oses.
Oses.
Benjamin says it's Entertainment Earth owned by Novos. Oh man!
Too funny.
Speaking of all kinds of goodies, let's jump into some collectibles. Sideshow had just hemorrhaged a ton of good stuff this week, and I tell you what, the wallet's going to be hurting a little bit.
That latest one they just released. Oh, I need that so bad. Oh my god.
Cad Bane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll start light. We'll start light. We'll start with this bad boy.
We'll
start light.
Yeah, because we've seen this one, but this is cool though. We actually, I've got all the YouTube stuff brought up so we can watch the video. So this is the Hot Toys Purge Trooper from the Obi-Wan series for anyone that's listening, and this thing is pretty sweet.
It's a great design.
They released the what was the other trooper they released today? The from Mando.
The dark trooper.
The dark trooper, yeah. Because I like that, just like the black with the red, but this right here's got the same color scheme, and I think this is a better design.
Yeah, I like this one better.
Well, it's a figure versus a robot or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
cool with Luke.
Yeah, it's cool having like the robot, like K2SO and the IG-11. Like, it just kind of breaks up the monotony of just having like humans.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like this one.
Well, I think helmeted figures look better. Usually, I mean, the head sculpts are getting better, but as we've seen lately, they're kind of a hit or miss with some things. Helmets, you can't go wrong. They pretty much nail it every single time.
But the only thing that bothers me about the helmeted figures, they're charging you the price of a head sculpt figure. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It was different when it was like 180, and then it kind of creeped up to like 220. Mm-hmm. Now you're getting to the 230 to 250 range for a helmeted figure, and that's like
250 to 300 easy is what they're hitting. 280 for whatever trooper and thing. It's like God.
And most of the time you don't get a lot of accessories with it either. You get some hands, a gun, and a hologram like we talked about last week. You got to throw the hologram for the exclusive. I'm like, oh yeah.
And then you get the same base over and over again.
Yeah, the reusable base pedestals that Sideshow uses, but like they actually listed who makes the pedestals once, and it was like, they're freaking expensive.
Yeah, because it has all the lighting in it.
Yeah, they look so cool.
Now, do we know if this thing lights up at all? Because I know that the Dark Trooper, the eyes light up and the chest plate.
No.
I would hope that the eyes would light up.
I don't know. I mean, you think of it as a helmet. So, question is, were they lit in the show? Did they have a red light in there?
It was hard to tell because you really didn't get a good close up on them.
Right.
But to me, this looks like it's painted, like a high gloss paint.
You have to press the helmet down really hard and it lights up.
Yeah, Nilda, when you get it, just like stand over and push as hard as you can.
I'm sorry.
And when the head pops off.
Scott.
I'm sorry. But I swear that when that was happening, I'm like, no.
Trust me, I was like, why wasn't it not going in?
This,
And then when I saw, I'm telling you, I saw the hair fall out.
Anybody out there that gets a hot toy, look at the instructions first. Just cruise over them.
We're men. We don't look at the
I
instructions.
know. I don't want to look at the instructions. I just want to build it already.
We discovered fire.
Yeah, just do it.
I get it. I understand.
And then
But like in the instructions, I don't think they talk about flipping that thing upside down, even though it's got the screw holes, and why the waist grabber's offset. Well, it makes sense if you put the thing upside down. That way it can hold the figure.
Yeah, it's super cool. Yeah, this is one of my favorite ones Sideshow had released this week. We're looking at the Boba Fett and Han Solo Carbonite premium format figure.
That's cool.
What do you guys think about this thing?
That's a yay.
Can I speak?
You can speak.
No.
I think it looks great from there. I would say if I was going to get critical with it, Han looks a little high.
Well, that's the drugs. That's the spice.
He's way up there, right? He's way up there. But then Boba is, leaning back on it. I guess that's how they're connected.
Yep.
So you can tell Han and Carbonite is perfectly, 90 degrees to the floor, but Boba's leaned back.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, my first thought is that the Carbonite block is sitting up too high. It should be down at least another inch. I think it looks great.
I totally agree with you because I like this piece until I saw this angle. That kind of bugged me, the fact that he was leaning back, and it just throws it off. But from the front view, it looks really good.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the expression on Paul's face right there. He's like,
look at this mess.
The problem with these ones where they've done this in the past, like they did one where Maul had his blood fin, and over time they eventually continue to start leaning.
Oh.
Right. So depending on how long
it's called old age. It just happens, Jason. You'll understand in a couple years.
Yeah, you start getting this hump back like Quasimodo.
Yeah. So eventually he could potentially lean depending on what that weight looks like.
Yeah.
But this does look really cool, though.
It is cool.
They haven't released this on the website yet, right?
No, not yet.
Because I'm curious at how high it stands from base all the way up. 25 inches, 26.
Yeah, pretty tall there next to him.
Yeah, I think pretty much all their releases this week are all like prototype pending approval.
Yeah,
so,
which is interesting, right? The pending approval.
Yeah, so maybe they might get some feedback and try to change it a little bit, but that's the only thing that bugs me on this. I love the whole piece except for the fact that he has to lean way back to hold Han up.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I just can't buy any more Fett. It's like, God. It's like,
yes,
we
you
talked about it in the groups. It's like Vader. Like we're just getting Vader and or the Batman reference too. Like
yeah.
The Batmans. I don't know. Give us something different.
Dang it, Jeff.
Do it.
You just got to do it, man. Yeah, that's a cool piece, though.
It does look cool.
But like you said, they're just on a Boba Fett train. Mando, Boba Fett, just that whole Mandalorian. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shit.
Did anybody here get the arena Boba Fett?
Oh, man, I was tempted.
Almost.
I've seen a lot of people.
No, Nilda?
But
no, I thought you would.
No, I'm in the same department as Jeff. I have so many Boba Fetts that I just.
Oh, but that one's special.
It is.
You've got the because it's from the
black.
comic. It's from the
it's
comic.
black like your soul.
Yes,
oh shit!
My soul is
sorry.
black.
Well, when you're the Sith Queen, it's got to be right.
Right?
It is. I'm like this close to begging Joey to let me paint our house black. Be great.
There is no
It was
conflict.
black, yeah, like a gray.
Like like I want it to be like very Victorian goth. Like black is my favorite color.
Ours is like a nice beach blue now. Still, so I was like,
there you go, sunshine, baby.
I was like, I want no color in this house.
Yeah, I know.
I learned if Scott paints his house white, it just disappears.
Exactly.
Scott's like camo.
No, that's if I stand in front of it. If I stand in front of it, I disappear.
Yeah. Then Sideshow's got this one. The Grogu Mandalorian Premium Format set, the 3 set.
I'm curious at how much this is going to go for because it's a set. It's like when I first saw this, the one doing the Force, I'm like, he looks really good. That would be great, just that by itself.
Right.
But since it comes in a thing, are you stuck with $500 to get the set instead of
Yeah.
$80 to $100 for one?
These will totally be on eBay, like separate. Like people will just pick the one that they want, and then they'll sell the other two.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to be a big Grogu fan for this, which, Grogu's cool, but I just...
That looks like if you bought like a $30 plastic set from Target, to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't look high-end where they're going to put that high-end price tag on it, you know what I mean?
Well, what's interesting, too, is that the Grogu on the Rock, when they spun it around, the seam in the back of the jacket actually looks like a big seam. Like it came apart kind of a thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it was that one. It's like it's too much,
Yeah. Yeah, they try to put... Like for the price tag they're probably going to put on it, you're going to need a bunch of detail, but I don't think that seems good. I mean, that looks pretty.
I see it this being like $195.
You can. It says you can order it now, right about the link.
Can you?
It says, like in the little description there, Sean.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm curious
there.
if they put a price on it yet. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
And then we can say nice.
If you click on it, it's an instant buy, Sean. Sorry.
Oh, never mind. I'm already logged into Sideshow. Price right to my credit card. Boom, done.
Boom, done.
Like that right there looks kind of cool. But
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, my daughter would love it.
Yeah,
It's cool, but not for the $200 they're going to charge for that thing.
Yeah.
You can have that trooper you just showed for the price of these three. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, that seam must be in that. That
well,
cloak.
it's in the mold, but that one doesn't look as bad as the one sitting on the Rock. It's again, if these are prototypes or finished pieces, you don't know.
Yeah, and this is just disturbing.
Yeah, because he's eating
Grogu eating the frog. Yeah.
They're gonna get in trouble.
Damn it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm Grogu'd out. I don't know about you guys. Like he was
There's a
cool and
ass.
cute at first, but then I'm just like,
I'm not Grogu'd out. I still like him, but I'm more selective. I mean, when we were getting figures, every single figure was coming with him. It was like, okay, there's enough,
yeah.
But like the life-size Sideshow one, I love. That one sits by my desk. I love that one.
Well, we're on the topic. Did you guys see the one Gabe just posted, the animatronic one?
Yeah,
No.
that looks so cool.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh man, who did that?
Was it Gino
No,
or somebody else?
It's a company. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick and see.
I think it just said GFX.
It is EFX.
EFX.
Oh, EFX.
So it's probably Gino.
see.
Yeah, it's probably Gino.
What is
Oh
that
no. Oh wow.
What? That thing's sick.
They're actually selling this?
It's at EFX's booth right now. Gabe posted it.
What?
Wow.
So I mean, like that's pretty next level. That's pretty.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that is the next level.
The cell barge is available.
Yeah.
Available at a cell barge near you.
Fire sale.
But you got to give Sideshow credit though. They've come out with so much stuff this week, and they've kind of, they give you for the hardcore, original trilogy, the Boba Fett. They give you Grogu. Like they're giving you a decent amount of stuff to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
From premium format to 6 scale. I mean, they knocked it out of the park this week.
Well, the thing that's tough with them, I mean, as we've known, a Sideshow figure, you run the risk of a loose body, right?
Yeah.
Can't stand on its own, that other stuff. So that's one thing. But then the bait and switch, or whatever you want to call it, that they did with the Anakin animated and the Obi-Wan animated compared to the ones that actually showed up are night and day.
Yeah.
One looks like a $30 figure you'd get at Target or Walmart, and the other one looks like a $200 figure. Yeah. The sculpt is there.
There were 280, and they came with no accessories. It was like extra hands and like a lightsaber, right? It wasn't even like a full base.
Yeah,
I was not happy with the Ahsoka one whatsoever.
I didn't even. I'm not until I see a final finished product of that one too.
But even with the Anakin, like I'm just kind of hoping it's going to be bad photography. So I'm really hoping some people get it and review it. And
yeah,
you're hoping.
I don't think so. I don't think it looks like they went, awesome on the prototype, beautiful, and really took their time with it, and then they cut every corner they could to. Because the face sculpt on the Anakin especially, again, it looks like a $20-$30 figure you'd go get at Walmart, Target. Sorry.
Yeah.
compared to the one that they showed as the prototype. So
what sucks is because to me this was like Sideshow's niche right here, the animated series.
Yeah.
And those prototypes were so amazing. I'm like, man, they've really got it. The Yoda looked fantastic. The Obi-Wan,
Absolutely.
the Anakin, and now we've got this one. So we've got the Ahsoka Clone Wars Sideshow 6 scale right here.
She looks better than the finished Obi-Wan and Anakin, but again,
No, I'm not a fan of this at all.
well, it's like the color of her head and the color of her arms are different oranges.
Yep.
They're totally different colors.
That is off.
It does look like those toys they were selling in Target. The balls or
the Destiny whatever.
Yeah, that's it. The Destiny ones. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
Who
then
was Sean, when were we talking about that? Somebody in one of the groups was it's the Gumby, right?
Gumby. Gumby and Pokey.
Yeah, like those look pretty good from here, but when you get close, it just. I hope they fix them before, because I mean, no, I know you are too.
No, see, he looks
for Clone Wars. You know, they would be excellent, the three of them, and that little Yoda. The little Yoda looks so cool too. But
it didn't look that bad there.
Yeah, but this screenshot of Anakin, he looks super soft.
Yeah,
Looks
if
like
you
a
were to
squishy
zoom,
toy.
I don't know if you can zoom in on that, Sean, but it's
I
like that's what ruins it. It just completely. It's like, oh, guys, you had it. You had something that was unique, and those protos look freaking amazing. And then you're like, oh, we'll just. Hey, what's up, man? You're interrupting our show.
Hold on, let me stop.
I probably can't hear you, but
PJ,
wanted to
what's
say
up?
hi. And I'm
look
at San Diego Comic Con.
Look at that back.
Oh,
nice.
So, pretty cool.
Dude, that is sick.
I'm gonna go to my booth and just kind of show you guys where I'm at.
Yeah.
Cool.
So let's take a look at the Queen Studios booth.
Blow him up, dude. Blow him up.
So
Yeah.
I got everything set up, guys.
Nice. How'd the
your first
hair go?
Wow.
At
Go back to the Loki.
me setting up the booth here.
I love that Spider-Man.
So
Yeah, Spider-Man one's cool.
Wow.
trying to see if I could switch the camera facing forward.
Oh, look at the one behind him over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Too damn good.
I just don't know how to do it here. Hold on. Hi. Just said hi.
Hey, welcome to the Sithcast.
Yeah. And Cap. And the other Cap.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Just want to say, hi guys. I miss you guys, and I'll keep you guys posted with some pictures.
Yeah, man. Let me know.
All right, later.
Hit me up
I'm
tomorrow.
PJ.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Let's get back on.
Well, that looks fun. Damn it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Now we're us all bummed.
Yeah, it's over now.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys next
Thanks,
week.
PJ.
I'm gonna go. Yeah. I don't even know where we were at. What were we talking to stinking hot dog?
We were talking about Sideshow.
Yeah, so we're back to the
Going
side-
here, buy this, and then doing the bait and switch and going, here's G.I. Joe.
Yeah,
I do want to see the blockheads running.
Oh, here they are all together.
Oh,
So we
see,
got
those-
Yoda,
that would be so
Obi-Wan.
cool if they pulled them off, right? That set would be
Dude, it'd be
awesome
amazing.
to display.
It
See, I
looks
like
great.
the
From,
Yoda
it
a
looks
lot.
great from 20 feet away. You
Yeah,
know?
the Yoda's cool.
Yeah.
That's
That's
it.
a
Bigger than I
shame.
expected, though. He looks a little off.
You
I
got
don't
to track
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just nitpicking now.
No, they're off. Like right there's a
His
little bit
scale
closer.
looks a little off. He looks
Yeah.
a little too big.
Chunky.
His
Yeah.
head looks
Yeah.
really, really big. Yeah.
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 So he's about the size of R2.
Yeah, it's prototype, so.
Yeah, there's the squeaky head.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing looks like a rubber duck head, right?
Right. When you squeeze it, it goes.
Yeah.
It's like
Squeaky head.
squeaky
little-
hand.
With his little tiny hands.
You know what tiny hands mean? Small gloves. Small
Yeah,
gloves.
right.
All Oh my God.
See, that Kenobi looks good right there. The angle.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I mean-
I guess if this was what we saw first, I'd be like, oh, okay. But because those prototypes were so freaking amazing.
Yeah, they Boba Fetted us.
Yeah, totally.
They did a Boba Fett.
Yeah, from Mando Boba Fett to Book of Bobas, two different Bobas.
Yeah.
They did a bob on
Look,
it.
he's so stoked. He's like, "Oh, come get these."
Oh, you know, guys like these things look like shit. You know, you know he's thinking it.
It's $1,000 worth of action figures right there. They're just like, please, just buy them. Don't notice.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's the thing. The
notice
Ahsoka's
quality.
what, $260? But if you buy the
Is
Clone
she?
Wars Ahsoka, yeah,
Really?
she's at least $10 less.
Jeez.
Uh-oh. Cool. We got cool links
got
that I
some
can't
bots.
click. I want to click on these links. Why can't I click on these?
Life with emotions. Yeah.
Let's see where these links take us.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
Yeah, she's 260. Can you see it?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let's see what she comes with.
I don't know how you get rid of the spam bot thing.
You got to get into the chat. That
Hold
would be
on.
Sean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are bad. I mean,
I'm not a fan of it whatsoever.
bad.
The thing
It's a great
is
concept, man.
I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be negative at all with it. I want to be excited for them. I think that's where I've become negative with it, is because I was excited for them because they look so cool, and then we saw what we saw, and it's just it's a bummer. Or you're charging $260.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
crazy. That's a lot for this figure. That's
they
ridiculous.
Did, if they did 200, right? That you're getting the quality of
Sideshow.
the 06 Sideshow or early 2000 Sideshow. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Okay, fine. You're charging 180, 200.
Look what you get
What?
for $260. You get baby hands and a hologram. That's what you're paying for, is that hologram.
Yeah.
These are the ones when like the kids come to visit and you're like, can I play with something in your collection room? Here.
Yeah.
Take my Clone Wars figure.
Yeah, go ahead and break
Hey,
the arm so I
you
can
know,
send it back to Sideshow and see if they'll give me my
Ooh,
money
they're
back.
back.
The bots have returned.
Yeah, now they're talking about having a good time.
Yeah,
Good time.
they love it.
And Clone Wars Ahsoka, I think's the best, but I would get Mando Ahsoka figure Hot Toys for the price of this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, over this one. Yeah, by far.
for sure, man.
Because you're not far away. Even from the Hot Toys Mando one, the deluxe is what, maybe $280 tops, I think, somewhere around. And you get the backdrop and the little lamp, and you get the Grogu again. But the thing is that you get all that. Yeah, you know.
I paid $200 for Gumby holding a lightsaber.
Did you really?
No,
If you have that, you have to show us. You have to show us.
I'm gonna get a Gumby with a lightsaber.
Oh man.
Lights in the
Yeah,
block.
but technically she'd be Pokey because she's orange.
Well, here's the one we hope that they don't change when it hits production.
Come on, baby.
There he is, Cad Bane.
Yeah, this one I think looks amazing, but I'm worried. I'm just worried.
Yeah,
For
this
years,
thing
I've
is.
wondered, how do you not make him, right? Everyone
Yeah.
loves
Yeah,
him.
you have to.
Look at this.
God, that's Cad Bane. I really didn't mind him in Boba Fett, but that's Cad Bane.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? That's
Dude,
yeah,
I'm getting this one over the Boba Fett one. This
For
one's
sure,
sweet.
yeah.
This one, this is how we think of Cad Bane, right? It's from Clone
Yeah.
Wars. But there's two things on this that the pistols don't look like they'll go into the holsters. They sitting really high out of them. So hopefully they'll fix that. And then the other thing is the wrist pegs are a different color than the glove or the hand. So if you zoom in, you can see them.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully they'll fix that. Sorry, but hopefully they'll fix that. Yeah.
Yeah, the fingers are blue, wrists are flesh colored.
No, but that's-
or you just take a marker.
This is also like Sideshow's MO. They like, oh, let's give them the Book of Boba Fett one first, and then the people will buy that one because they know they're going to do the other one, and they come out, they're like, here, surprise.
You know, I
so cool.
I do have complete confidence in this one because it's not a human sculpt. It's an alien. So, and it's an animated alien. So I don't really see them screwing this up.
No,
I hope not, because I would like this
not.
in the collection.
Yeah, instant purchase if the final product looks like this for sure.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is with if this is let's say this is the final one, you know, minus the little things that we were just talking about, he totally works with your Rex and your regular Ahsoka or your Cody. Totally works with that. He doesn't have to be with the animated series to work.
Oh, it's a Toto.
Little
Cool.
Toto.
Yeah.
Toto has the flying piece too. Like he's got jets on his feet.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, I love that.
That's cool.
Yeah, that looks really
Seth
good.
Green, right? Seth Green plays him.
And then there they are together.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
From here.
Walk out.
Right,
On
right.
the sides, yeah.
Yeah, man, that
It
Cad
looks
Bane
like
looks
he's yelling at
fantastic.
them, like, "Why didn't you look better? Damn it!"
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that Cad
Like
Bane.
shit.
Look better.
See, this is the reason why you don't pre-order super quick, especially if you've got a year wait, because everyone jumps on the Boba Fett Cad Bane. I got to pre-order it, and then this comes out, and you're like, "Well, this is better." I mean, granted, having both's not a bad thing.
No, because they're totally different. One's from animated
Yeah.
series and one's from Book of Boba Fett. I get that.
Yeah.
You
I
can definitely
pre-ordered
have
the
the
Book of Boba
variants.
Fett one.
Hey, that's
It's
a
a
good
cool
pre-order
one.
though.
Great.
It's a great figure.
Good one.
Mhm.
Because I was going to get it until I saw this.
Well, you also got to remember too, Sideshow quality in the figure versus the Hot Toys quality in the
Yes.
figure. So that's kind of one that has to come into play.
Yep.
They would be cool. Put them back to back, right?
Right?
Get
Yeah,
both
that-
of them. Put them back to back.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be cool.
Do like a
Well,
comparison video.
And then
Yeah,
put them on an automated Lazy Susan, and it's like Book of Boba Fett, Clone Wars.
Yeah, having
Boba
two
Fett,
Cad Banes is
Clone
not a
Wars.
bad thing.
No.
Yeah. Because they both look really good. Like I said, I don't
Mhm.
think Sideshow can screw that one up too much just because it's not a human sculpt. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of struggle with it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Let's
It's a
see.
good creature.
And then this is my favorite thing released all week. I cannot wait to get this thing. We've got the
Oh,
legendary
yeah.
scale Yoda from is this from Attack of the Clones?
This is the non-judgmental Yoda.
That one looks cool.
Yeah, that
This
thing's
looks so cool.
Yeah, that one looks good.
yeah, let's blow that thing up.
I love the base.
Yeah, it's got the
Yeah, base is cool.
the droid.
Oof.
yeah, and then they've got the punched hair on it. I guess it technically wouldn't be punched, right?
He just looks
Amazing.
pissed off and ready to fight. That's what's
Yeah.
awesome.
I wonder if the saber glows.
It does.
It
Oh,
does.
it does.
Yeah.
Wow.
It does.
Constantly, like you would.
Sorry. All right. Yeah. Look how good this looks.
So
Mixed
if,
meat.
if it
mixed
does
media.
glow, is it going to be USB or is it going to have to be a battery pack? Because
Oh,
I
it's-
think all statues should be plug-in.
I think this is going to be USB.
That'd be
Like-
awesome.
Yeah. We'll have to take a quick look at Sideshow's website right after this and see if they have anything up on it. But look at the face. Like, dude,
That's
this is a score. And I was actually looking on eBay this week at the ESB legendary scale from Sideshow, and I found one for under retail.
Oh.
And I literally was like,
Wow.
I'm gonna give it a few days, and I almost pulled the trigger, and then they showed this, and I was like, oh, I'm getting this
Yeah.
one. This is much better. You have LED lightsaber, and it's just a stance, and it's just sweet. This is a do it for me.
Yeah.
Look at this, man. It's
Yeah, this is a. I'm definitely gonna try to get
Gonna
this
have a
one.
jacked price.
yeah. I had looked up. I think the original legendary ESB Yoda was around like 705, and I'm thinking this is going to be around 900 to 920 maybe. But this is just speculation, people. So don't quote me on it.
Yeah.
Look at the
Could've been
base.
more. Yeah,
So
base is cool.
Got the battle
love the
droid, chopped up
feet.
battle droid. Yeah, the way the feet kind of curve on the rocks.
I want him to go with that.
You've seen some.
I want him to go with that one.
There you go.
Yeah, what do you got there, Jeff? Let's see.
Then Jason's got that big one that he just repainted.
That's what
Yeah.
you said.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the one, Jeff. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
looking at that this week. It was like $4.99.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's the price.
It's a fantastic price, and I'm trying not to spend any money. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait and see if it's, if it's on there in a week, then it's kind of meant to be. And then Sideshow released that one, and I'm like, all right, I'm saving my money
Yeah, that's a good price.
for what I don't have the space. Yeah,
How's the Chewy fund going?
the Chewy fund is looking really good.
Nice.
Like if I wanted to right now, I could buy the other, like the first version of Chewy. Sorry, Jeff.
That's
You guys
okay.
are
I'm on
so-
screen by myself.
I know.
So you need to come up with another 1,000 for him going
Yep.
with his mouth open.
Pretty much. Yeah. So
If you're that close, man, you might as well just do it. And,
dude,
Yeah.
Do it.
I'm waiting. I'm like,
and the other thing is, I've seen no one with that one yet. Like no one within the community, at least, that I
Right.
posted with the roaring one, right?
yeah, like when you go on there, it has it where it's weird. Like they have a maximum down payment, and they're only going to let you put down like 2,800 and some change, and then you can, do payments up to 11 months, and the minimum is 5 months. But still, I'm like, I'm gonna actually, when the time comes, I think I'm just gonna save all the money up. Yeah. So I'm just waiting, so I don't have to get on a payment plan. And then once I pay for it, after I wake up from my heart attack, that I realized I bought a small car. And then once I wake up and get off the floor, then I can breathe and go, okay, it's paid for. I don't have to make any payments on that. What else can I buy?
Yeah, well, it's like with doing Tom's, it's as accurate as it can possibly get. It's as perfect as it can possibly get.
Yeah.
And you pay for it. And I understand that. Have you guys seen Nathan Ritchie's Chewbacca's that he's been doing and his black chrysanthemum?
No.
Yeah, I have seen that.
Those are amazing. So you're looking at, I want to say it's in the 2 mark just for the Chewie head, but he does do a full bust. It's not going to be Tom Spina, but they look pretty amazing. And I think he even has his own Facebook page for those.
A BK would be sick. A BK would be sick.
He blows me away with how much he's got the Chewie sculpt down.
He's got it down.
The black chrysanthemums looks really good too.
Yeah, you guys got to send me a link. I want to check it out.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that too.
Yeah, and then we talked about this earlier. Sideshow was I think they're shipping the Coda Ikea, the Yoda fountain.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I think Gabe did a quick little review on it on his channel. But yeah, so 270, and it's got a edition size of 1138. Lucas's homage to his first film.
I am just going to order that and put that in the wife's plant room.
Honestly, hey, this is what I was talking to my wife about. I was like, hey, can we put this in the foyer? It's kind of decorative. And I was like, she's like, no, don't do it.
We're not doing that. Don't do it.
We're not doing that. She's like, I'll let you put the lightsaber in there and like keep that stuff in your room. She's like, you know why? I figured it out. Like, she doesn't want me to start putting stuff downstairs because, every day she's going to be walking around adding it up.
Yeah.
She's going to be like, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. We're going to have a talk.
Yeah.
But see, like with me, my wife's in on it, so I'm good.
Dude, that's awesome. Nilda, she's got Joey's on it, man. That's sweet.
Sometimes I see him have boxes being delivered to the house. And I'm like, what did you buy?
Yeah, what'd you get?
I would pay extra for Sideshow not to put Sideshow on the side of the box.
Yeah.
Right. Say giveaway.
Like have them put like my medical supply company, or I feel like having them now being shipped to my job, taking them out, sliding them into a medical supply box, and just be like, oh, I brought home medical supplies. Like, we're good.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for the support, Marcel. Hit that like button, guys. We appreciate it. Keep us going.
It. Yeah,
Marcel's gonna be. I'm gonna be blowing up Marcel's phone all day Saturday.
Yeah. That's the day, right? How early are you gonna get to the con?
So they open at 12, but me being the psychopath that I am, I'm probably gonna get up at like 8 in the morning, shower, get dressed, and then drive up there, which is like West Palm Beach. It's like 35 minutes away from me.
Wow, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get breakfast and then just sit at the door.
Yeah, that's awesome. Didn't you say you contacted them and then they're going to put you to the front of the line?
Yeah, so I spoke to the store manager and he told me that he's going to open up at 10. And he was hilarious. When I called him, I was like, hey, so I'm bringing in 39 items to get signed.
He's like, that's it?
No, he literally goes, you know that there's no discount. And I was like, no, I know. And then he's like, are you serious? 39 items? I said, yeah, but they're small items. And he was like, okay. And then, I said to him nicely, I'm like, listen, I don't want to be that person where I'm like holding up a whole entire line.
Right.
I'm like, if I can just get in, get all my signatures and get out, like I won't be holding up the line. I don't want to be that person. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, he's like, just ask for me. He's like, I get there at 10. He's like, I'll just make sure to put you right in the first row.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. And it's courteous too. So
yeah, because what I want to do is I want to knock out all you guys' signatures.
Yeah.
And my stuff on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we're gonna go to the one that's a lot closer to our house.
Okay.
And then go and enjoy that event. Like I'm gonna get some of my comic books signed and stuff like that.
And see, I wish I lived in a place that had all kinds of cons and comic stores where you can just go. We don't have anything.
Nah, it sucks.
Yeah, it's time to move to St. Pete.
Do it.
Yep.
We'll be hanging.
Do it.
Yeah.
I live in California. Everything's outrageous.
Yeah, I'm not moving to California.
No.
Yeah. Now too, so.
Yeah. St. Pete, though, that was one of all-time places because we went X game there a few years, and we've traveled a lot, so there's only a handful of places I'm like, okay, this is where I would like to live. St. Pete's one of them down in Florida. Now that's changed a lot though, because when we were there, it was more of a retiree community, and now it seems like it's more like younger, up and coming business people.
Man.
Yeah. People driving Ferraris and Lamborghinis around.
It's crazy, yeah. My fiance moved out here 10 years ago. She's from Clearwater though.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
And she was telling me, people were like, St. Pete, why would you move there? It's so ghetto. It's not up and coming yet, right?
Right.
Now it's like all very rich of the rich. You're getting studio apartments for $3,000.
Yeah.
And we're like 10 minutes out of town. Like I'm like two streets away from downtown, right? To get there.
Yeah.
And it's crazy the property values in the past few years of just from it expanding. So
because a lot of the younger crowd is moving up there.
Yeah, lots of bars and like axe throwing bars and that kind of stuff.
Really?
You know what I mean? It's very
because we were there last May, and then we took right before we got on the plane to fly back, we kind of went downtown. I guess the airport's like right on the water.
Mm-hmm.
And then just that whole district in there. I guess we went through a really an artistic district where they had a lot of murals painted on the wall, and it was very different from when I was there back in the mid 90s. Yeah, it's cool though. I really enjoy that part of the country, and that was the one place I want to live. San Diego was the other because I really enjoyed San Diego.
St. Pete, that's where I was born.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. And then you live in New Hampshire.
St. Anthony's.
Yeah, they're gonna have to check you into the mental hospital. So you went from 90 degrees, 80 degrees to -0.
Yeah.
I want to move to the cold so bad.
What?
Yes.
Really?
Oh no.
I'm from up north.
No.
I am too. I won't go back.
No.
You could not make me go back.
It just makes you appreciate it more. Seasons.
What Joel say? Joel says he feels bad for me when he lives his con less. Yeah, we need some more cons so we can go. Speaking of cons, ICC. I know a few of us in this group already have our hotel room.
Wow, already, and that's not even till next year, right?
The one hotel sold out.
Ours.
Well, it's like didn't they put up the celebration things to London like a month after celebration?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm sorry, but it's like, do you just hate everybody? Because they just spent a fortune to do that one, and then a month later, like, well, if you want to do the next year's, you gotta book it now. It's like
UK of all things too. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
I know.
Me and Jason got the handicap room just in case.
Force ball.
Force ball.
Need that space.
Yeah, Jeff hit me up on Saturday. He's like, dude, he showed me on his phone. He's like, there's only like 2 rooms left. I'm like, get it. I was like, get it. He's like, but it's only got one queen or one king bed. It's like, Jason's just gonna have to spoon up.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to cuddle. You just cuddle.
Cuddle up.
You draw straws and use the big spoon.
And then somewhere it would be like, dude, quit it. That hurts. Can't we just cuddle?
Hey Sean, I'm still thinking about doing that like 15-man van.
Oh geez, that would be crazy.
15-man van. That's the name of my new band. 15-man band.
I wanted to rent a van. Have Jeff and Flex. If we're gonna fly down here, we're gonna drive up. Go pick up Anthony. Go pick up Jason. Jason wants to come. Pick up Jason. Go pick up Sean and Anthony, and then drive.
Then it's 10 hours.
And then then 18 days later, you show up at the con. It's like, God.
No, she's going to get us there, and then she's going to leave us all there because she's like, listen, there's just not enough room. So we've got it full of collectibles. There's not enough room to bring you guys home. So you're shit
it's like 15-man van. You're number 16, so figure it out.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what she'll be.
You have to get a U-Haul trailer to put us in. The collectibles get the air conditioning. We've got to keep it climate controlled.
It'll be bad because we'll all be buying stuff, right? So
I
we'll need,
know.
like another van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll talk about it. Like I said, we got what?
Yeah, I told
9
Joey,
months
I'm like,
away.
listen, I'm not flying up there to be limited about what I want to buy. I was like, I'd rather just drive up there and just know that I can pack everything in a car.
Yeah.
And just come back.
I mean, that makes total sense because you're going to see something that you weren't expecting, and then you're going to be like, how would I get that on the plane?
Yeah.
And if I have it shipped, how much is that? Well, now that turns it into do I even want it? Because shipping's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That makes total sense to just suck it up, drive it, then you don't have to worry about it.
I know. I dealt with that with the Java.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, imagine finding that. Yeah, and you gotta ship it. And, oh man, nightmare.
Marcel, are you going to Comic-Con, Marcel? Because you're flying into San Diego. Wow.
He says he's flying in
next week.
Next week for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys gotta meet up.
Wow. Wow.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Cool. What else we got? Next.
On that note, we've got our guest of honor. We got Jason, J2SO. We are going to learn a little bit about Jason. We know a lot about Jason, but we want to learn more about Jason.
That's right.
The big spoon or the small spoon?
Before you guys start, I do have to leave you.
First ball.
Early morning for Nilda.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Listen, my coworker Joel's in this chat. He literally can tell you like the crazy stuff that's about to happen in my office tomorrow. So I literally have to go to sleep. 3 days back to back, waking up at 5 a.m. is not fun.
Oh man. Yeah, but we've had a nice 6 weeks together. No, I'm sure we'll be doing something next week.
Yeah, next week I'll literally, like I said, I'm going to document the whole entire experience with getting 39. I think literally by the time Saturday hits, I'm probably going to be at the 45 mark with signatures because I still have other friends who are sending me stuff. So I have to wait. Wow. And then I think we're getting a whole bunch of stuff also signed for the store. So it's gonna be a long Saturday.
Yeah, that's awesome. But I do appreciate you taking care of us with the signatures. You got the plaques and everything.
Yeah, and then like I said, I'll get all the signatures done on Saturday, and then I'll be mailing everybody's stuff out Monday.
Nice. Yeah, I paid you today too, so that should be enough to cover shipping and the signature.
Which,
and
like
everything.
I said, I still think that that's the most crappiest thing in the world. Like, why can you not say how much it is? When I spoke to one of the guys at the store, he said to me, he's like, hey, he's like, we don't know if it's going to be 80 for the signature, if it's going to be 100, or if they might do a deal where it's like, you can get 2 signatures for 120. He's like, but, you know, Ray's team doesn't tell us anything until the date of.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So that's why, you know, I told Marcel, I'm like, listen, I go, as soon as I get there and I see the price thing, I'm taking a picture, I'm putting it in our group chat, and then I'm literally going to be doing everybody's stuff separate so then I know what to separate.
Yeah, so we'll have that to talk about next week. We'll have San Diego Comic-Con once PJ gets over the jet lag, and Queen's going to wear him out a little bit.
He's working for it.
Yeah, he's working for it, man.
How cool is that?
Dude,
you're on the floor. You're not lost in the crowd, you know?
Yeah. I know he was a little nervous going out there, but I knew he'd do a good job. He looked like he was pretty comfortable when he chimed in, so he's bragging.
Well, guys, thank you so much for having me on.
Yes, Nilda. Thank you again.
Bye. I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, we'll talk this week.
Bye.
All right. See ya.
Yep.
All right, Jason, it's all about you.
All right. Good, everyone.
All right, guys.
First ball. Oh,
First
it's
ball.
moving. It's moving quickly.
So, Jason, we always start off with the new guests. Mm-hmm. What are your top 3 Star Wars movies?
Okay, number 1, Empire Strikes Back.
Okay, you can start.
My favorite movie ever.
Yep.
It's just so perfect, and
it is.
As a kid, it reminds me of just everything. You know, Hoth and Cloud City and Dagobah and Yoda. I love Yoda so much. So Empire Strikes Back's the best. And then it's always been for me Revenge of the Sith as number 2. But It's a very close tie, almost a tie. I'd say Revenge of the Sith 2, and then Rogue One right after that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get along really well because Rogue One is one of my top favorites, but I have the hardest time putting it in my top 3 because of nostalgia.
Yeah, and that's it though, right? It's just because
it's because Sean's old.
Yeah,
I'm the same way. I think of the original 3, then I think of the prequel 3, and then I think of the sequel 3, and I love Rogue One and Solo, but I don't even put them in there for some reason. I don't know why.
It's hard.
Doesn't go. But I love them. I
Yeah.
think Rogue One was amazing.
It really is. Yeah, it's a great movie.
It's just I want to put Return of the Jedi before it, but there's just something about Rogue One. I just love.
It's great.
Rogue One so much, and then Return of the Jedi. So it's like a 3-way tie.
Yeah.
And then Empires. If I could only watch that movie the rest of my life, I'd be fine.
I'd be curious to see where Andor hits. Once it comes out, where we all wind up placing that.
Yeah,
I mean, with Rogue One, up there with Rogue One.
Well, the good thing about Rogue One was like even when it was coming out, there wasn't a lot of hype on it. And I remember I didn't even like scour the internet. I just kind of let it happen, and I was like, "Yep, let's go see it." And I walked out just like, "Oh my god, this was just amazing!" It gave you that feeling when you were a little kid walking out of like Empire, just going, "What just happened?"
Yeah, I remember a guy, the Mandalorian Mercs were at the theater here, and the one guy came out, and I was talking to him about. I was like, I used to be Mercs in Ohio, and he's like, I was like, "Is it good?" He's like, "Dude, might be better than best movie since Empire Strikes Back." I was like, "Okay, that's pretty high praise. We'll see about that."
Yeah.
And then I saw it. I'm like, "Oh shit, he was right."
He was right. Yeah.
It really is a great film, man. So.
Yeah. Like the original ones, naturally, the nostalgia, it's like that one's hard to take out of the top 3. So I would almost want to either edge Jedi with Rogue One. I could swap those two. But episode, New Hope and Empire is going to stay there in the top 3, and I could probably scoot Jedi over, but Rogue One's fantastic.
For sure.
But we all know you live down in St. Pete, Florida, and you're like a professional prop maker, correct?
Yeah, I've done scenic work for the theme parks since end of 2015 down here, and then I worked at Ripley's Believe It or Not headquarters here, and now I'm doing none of that, and I make medical simulation
really
stuff. Yeah.
Oh man, we got it.
Stuff I did for Ripley's, but now the stuff has to like breathe and have like working airways. Like it's like Westworld, man. When I interviewed, I was like, this is like Westworld. I'm making, nice. They have to have like be able to do like tracheotomies and stuff to them and all this stuff, man. And it's so that's what I do now. But I still do props on the side and my own statues and like a lot of the stuff you see here is all custom stuff I did.
Stuff looks amazing.
Thank you.
I've got some pictures here. So you had worked at Galaxy's Edge, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what did you do on the A-Wing?
The A-Wing, that was all from scratch. So I did a lot of body work and sanding and not fun stuff on it.
The grunt work.
Yeah. And then my friend Zach, it was so that thing's just it's like metal tubing inside. It's fiberglass panels on like metal tubing.
Right.
And for weeks, my friend Zach was inside of that thing, covered in dust, grinding and sanding and fiberglassing, and then they painted it up. We had these awesome painters, and we did some weathering, and then Disney wanted the right amount of weathering, not too much weathering though.
Right.
So there's that one, and then a second one in Cali. This is the Orlando one though. I took.
Yeah, that's what I say. You guys worked on both of them, right?
Yeah,
went to Cali.
We did double.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Send out, so.
Yeah, man, that looks awesome. And you've got to have a sense of pride when you walk in. You're like, yeah, I worked on that.
I did that.
It was
like,
cool.
Yeah,
they did the X-Wing too. I wish we had done the X-Wing because X-Wings are so cool. But some other company got to do it. Whatever.
Yeah, but if I was working on the X-Wing, the problem is I'd be sitting in it all the time. They're like, hey, you got to come out. I'm like, no, just give me one more second.
Hey, come take my picture. Come take my picture.
Yeah.
Scott's up there having coffee.
Yeah. And then we got a little BB-8 action.
Yeah, that was on a Disney Fantasy cruise ship. We made it used to be a Finding Nemo room, and they tore it down, and we made a Rebel base. And this was in 2017, so Force Awakens was pretty new then, and we made all the panels for that. And then that BB-8 goes up in this tube. That's Disney had made that. He comes down, he's all interactive and stuff.
Oh,
so,
really?
yeah, but I mean, that was all taping off. All of that was like this little line work of taping with electrical tape and painter's tape. It was wild, and it was all hand cut on a machine and stuff. So that was cool.
Dude, it looks cool. I mean, I out of the sequels, I enjoyed BB-8.
I love BB-8. Yeah, I love Force Awakens.
Me too.
As a movie, if the trilogy was a little sloppy, but I remember coming out of Force Awakens. I actually saw that movie. I saw it 3 times in the first 24 hours it was out. I saw it at 10 o'clock on Thursday night, right? I saw it again at 6 a.m. with my mom.
Oh, dang.
I went back at 7 o'clock at night with my friend, took Saturday off, saw it again Sunday. I couldn't get enough of it. It was so, it felt fresh. And there was so much hope for it, and
yeah, that's what I was going to say. There was, when I came out of it, I felt like, okay, I see Disney's, naturally they're trying to get rid of the older characters so they can introduce new characters for the younger generation, and I accepted that. And then I think around that time we got a lot of negativity where people were talking about, oh, it's a reboot. I'm like, yeah, but you know what? I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Because this is really not for me. You know what I mean? It's
right.
for the future generation. So I enjoyed Force Awakens. Every time TNT plays it, I stop because it makes me stop and watch it. I enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, I did too.
And then, so you said they took a Finding Nemo, and now was this part of that as well?
Yeah, that was it as well. So we made all those, and so
I want those.
That was months, man.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah,
it was super cool. And so those are kids size too. So they still came up maybe to my shoulders, but
I don't care. I want them.
Yeah, so they're size for kids, like those chairs are.
Yeah, I could see this in Scott's house. He's using it for streaming. He has multiple monitors. Like,
imagine that as your back. That's what Jeff.
Dude, exactly. That would be awesome.
Just gonna look like, It's gonna
I'd be like, excuse me.
Oh, it would be sick.
But, yeah, that was cool, man. Like, seeing it in person, and it was cool because we had photos given to us of sets from Force Awakens and stuff of how their Rebel bases looked. To give us ideas of how we had to paint it and all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool, like behind the scenes stuff,
Yeah, that's awesome.
I saw a photo of BB-9E, the black droid in its Last Jedi.
Yep.
I had seen a photo of that in like February of the year that Last Jedi came out.
Oh, so it was something new.
And I'm like, can't wait to see this droid in 10 months. And then what an upset that was.
Yeah,
but
if you blink, you miss the droid on screen.
Yeah.
But it's like, how cool is this, Jason, that you visit these parks and you're like, oh yeah, I worked on that, or I worked on this. It's like, being a cabinet maker, I did tons of kitchens and entertainment centers and bathrooms and homes, but I don't go to those homes. Oh yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but all these people that see this stuff day in and day out, and when you see it, you're like, oh yeah, I did that. I did that.
Friends will be at like the cantina and send me photos, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that hard days of very long days building the cantina stuff. And
you should have hid your J2SO somewhere in things.
Yeah, get a signature. So speaking of a cantina, is this Olga's cantina?
Yeah, so we did. If you look on the very top, there's like speakers hanging from the ceiling.
Are those right here where the
on the right? That thing.
Okay.
Four of those are these big. They're hidden, but they're speakers.
I see it back here and there.
Made that hyperdrive, and that's cool because if there'll be a time where like it'll glitch and it'll and like kind of power down, and like they kind of hit it with like a wrench to get it going again, and
like when the Falcon stalls.
And
nice.
Rex will kind of start doing his thing again, and it and we did the bar backing. I don't weld, but my shop had done all the framing, right? So it had to look like old metal, And then we cut stuff, and I had to sculpt so it looked like it was like cut with like a laser.
Oh, dude, that's so awesome.
Yeah. We made all the glowing tubes we did. So I made all of those. I assembled and put together. And then Disney like provided the goo and that kind of stuff. But
so was this a time in your life when you woke up in the morning and you just could not wait to get to work? You're like, dude, I was like,
yeah. So I'd wake up and I'd be pretty. It was unreal, especially being like from Ohio. I would have to vacation down here and be like, I got to save up to go to Galaxy's Edge. And then I was building it every day. So that was super cool.
Dude, that's sick.
And then there were definitely days where I was like, man, this is making me hate Star Wars.
Yeah. Like, well, you get your good days and your bad days.
It was cool because the IG heads, right? Those are from Tom Spina and Gordon. And
okay,
we got those, and there was just a table of like 20 of them lined up. And I'd see them every day. I'm like,
you're like, can I have one of those?
Yeah,
please?
I'm like, man, that's so damn cool. Dude, I think they were like, they were hundreds of dollars a piece, from my understanding.
Well, just tell them, just take $20 out of each check each week, and then I'm on a payment plan. Isn't that what we do? And then you tell your wife when you bring it home, this was on payment plan.
Payment plan.
I was telling my wife
paying on this for 4 years.
Dude, I was telling my wife that this week, and she just looks at me. She goes, "It doesn't matter. You're still making payments. You're still spending the money regardless." Because it doesn't make it any better. I was like, "Yes, it does. It sounds better."
Well, what you have to do is Sean, you'd have to buy your wife something really, really nice. And then right after you go get whatever you want. And then she'll be preoccupied. She'll be like, shiny diamonds,
That's
whatever.
it. So what we're all going to do, we're going to gather up and we're going to get all the collectors together. And we're going to write a book on how to keep the wives happy. How to keep the mystery of collecting from your wife. Then we got.
What do you mean I can only keep it in my room? That's the name of the book.
Yeah. So this is cool. You've got the IG heads with the taps with the lightsaber handles.
Yeah, that's so cool that they thought of that. I mean, it was, all Disney designs, but we built the big frog tank up there, the wart frog. That was cool because we made the.
Is this
there you go.
Yeah.
So that was in the shop, so you can get better lighting. You could see it better. So I had to make like a canal, and then pour this goo in. So it's like actually hollow in the middle, and it's just it's a trench, maybe that wide around the whole thing. And I poured this goo, and we had these balls, and try to make it look like you get like your boba tea, and it looks like it's his eggs.
Does that have to be like the goo all over the glass right there?
Yeah. So it looks all like it's been grossed out, and Disney provided the frog, and then we made the holder for it,
like the aquarium type thing.
Yeah.
Two boba teas.
Now, what is this thing on the right? The pink.
That is this. Oh, I have another photo on my phone. I wish I had brought up, but it's this cool like slug thing, which is big. Let me see if I can pull the photo up. And that was just real cool because it was kind of like just clear plastic like diamond crystals.
Mm-hmm.
And then we filled that with just like a reddish yellow kind of syrup type deal. And then it gives it that effect with the lights underneath, and it worked really well.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
And then I know our buddy Gabe.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think this was the photo from Gabe's house, right?
Yeah. So that's from Gabe's collection. So that in there's the Dagobah slugs, and they're upside down in the cantina. So we made 1 million pieces. Yep, there he is.
Right there.
So there's 2 here and 2 in Cali, and we had casted pieces here and there, and didn't know what all we needed. And I had a few extra pieces with some of my tools and stuff. And then Gabe had posted, I was like, oh, maybe I can piece part some stuff together. So a lot of that's like the arms I resculpted and the antennas and stuff. And that was quite a project. But Gabe loves Disney, so I was like, I could probably piece part enough to get it close to what was at the park. Like I have the base of what we need, right?
Yeah.
So I worked on that and painted it up for him for his collection. So that's
No, I was gonna
too, man, because if anyone's seen Gabe's collection, it's got to be that good of quality. And I was
right.
Nervous the whole time. So.
I was gonna ask, was he gonna try to hang it upside down like they have in here?
Yeah. So the plan is still he wants to make a jug like that, but he have to figure out brackets and hanging it.
Yeah.
That had like a cool metal base that.
How big around would you have to make like that aquarium type thing?
Oh man, so that slug is pretty. I don't have I mean, it's it's big, man. It's like 22 inches tall.
Okay.
Maybe bigger. It's a fat boy too, and so that base you'd have to have at least a 1.5 foot radius.
Okay. Yeah, because I was thinking about his room if he was going to try to put it in there somewhere, because I know it's getting a little tight.
Yeah. So that'd be cool, but
I wonder if you could do like a half circle or a corner circle. Like if you paint the wall behind it or put something in the back to make it look like it's bigger than it is.
Yeah, right.
To be able to put it in there without taking up 3 feet of room somewhere.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Let's see what else you got. Yeah, this thing's cool. little Ewok.
Yeah. He's he's right there now. That I made. We had extra materials.
Yeah.
And I made that guy and put him in my outside to display.
Dude,
him.
it looks good.
Thank you. I love Ewoks, so that's just a foam that I carved and I sculpted the teeth out of.
It kind of looks like you.
Oh shit.
He's got a J2SO look to him.
after a few happy dads.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, what's up with the Tuscan here?
So that's my I had a costume I was doing for the 501st.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just in a bag, and I was like, "What? It'd be cool to display it." So
okay, so that's life size.
Yeah, so that's life size. I built a custom mannequin out of because since he's just draped, I don't have to have a form like Vader. My Vader is on like a mannequin, right?
Right.
So that's just PVC pipe I fixed, and I made custom hands so he could like grab the gaffy stick. I actually welded that gaffy stick myself.
Wow.
And
yeah, dude, it looks great.
Thank you.
Why didn't you put him in this pose?
In the like in this pose.
Yeah. The gorilla pose with his arms above his head.
But I made the gaffy stick and the whole costume I made and the helmet, and then the base I sculpted out of foam and gave it a sand texture. And and then we had a water jet at my shop I was at the time.
Okay.
And we were able to water jet that insignia for him. I'm like, oh hell yeah! And his foot, it's kind of hard to see. His foot is on a skull.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Skull from Kong Skull Island, the ride down here.
Oh really?
We made like 600 skulls for that ride, and that was a kind of messed up one. I was like, ooh, give me can I have that skull?
You just walk by and you take it out of the garbage, and it's going on. Right? Yeah.
So he was displayed in my old house, and then my garage. There's no room for him here, so now he's a half like bust displayed. So
yeah, man, that looks friggin' sweet. I mean, the base looks great. Like dude,
I'd love to do a full base display like that again with him, but I'm running out of room. I don't know. I keep collecting. I tell Jeff all the time because he's like ordering R2, and I'm like, yeah, do it, and I keep collecting like half, quarter scale or full scale stuff, or I build full scale. I'm like, where the hell do I have the room for this?
You always find room.
Yeah, but I'm not fooling anyone. But
yeah, so you've already started with the full scale stuff. You might as well continue it.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah,
you're good to go.
Yeah, this one's interesting. Is this
Black
Lagoon?
Creature from the Black Lagoon. That was at Ripley's. Believe it or not, we had molds for that, so I had to resculpt spots and put them together and paint him all up for some customers. So that was
nice. So that's just like
Nilda's jam.
Yeah, she loves that. Yeah,
I want to know how to get one of those.
So was that just for like a customer, just to kind of display in their house?
Yeah, and we would do some like off work for other companies and stuff through them. So that was cool.
Yeah,
I just like doing creative stuff like that. That was
this is cool.
Dino days.
That's killer.
I had 2 days to sculpt that. It was just armature wire.
Really?
And yeah, and they're like, we need a skull, and I'm like, oh shit, okay.
Dude, you killed it. That thing's
Thank you.
sweet.
Yeah, that's all.
Wow, 2 days.
Sculpted.
I couldn't do that in 2 days.
Yeah, and it's big, man. I mean, it's a dino head, right? And
yeah.
And then they're like, we have to get it on this box and drill it to the box for it to make sense, so kids can't pull it. And I remembered we had fiberglass mesh that was real thick, and I was like, what if I set it so I that's just fiberglass mesh, and I was like, what if we paint this to look like a burlap sack or something? And they're like, oh my god, yeah. So I set it all up so it hid where it was all drilled down and stuff.
Wow.
And then our painters painted the sack and
wow, dude, that looks great.
So.
Yeah. No, I thought it was this burlap sack. Mm-hmm. Now, where you build this in this warehouse, is this all air conditioning, climate control for these pieces, or is it a sweatshop?
It's a sweatshop. I mean, yeah, it's 90 degrees summers, 95 down here, and there's no air conditioning. You have little area fans, and you're sweating. And
yeah, I've been there back in the day. I used to screen print T-shirts by hand, and you'd sit next to a 300-degree dryer, and it's 95 out. It's 120 in the shop. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Those are the days it was easy to stay thin because you would sweat it out every day at work.
Oh,
man.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
now I'm air conditioning. I'm spoiled.
Yeah, these are cool. Now, what are these? Is it like a lizard/hawk sculpture?
Yeah, we call them sneagles, like snakes, eagles. And those were for, you can see how big it is. My friend Chris in the background there. You can see how big they are. Those were for Beauty and the Beast Tokyo staircases, and we sculpted those out of foam originally, but they had to be in a bunch of pieces so we could mold all the pieces and then cast those and then paint them up to look like marble and that kind of stuff. So
now what did you have to do to get them to match? Because they look pretty symmetrical, like on the, it's like it's a mirror image of it.
Yeah, Disney sent us files, and we were able to. We had a KUKA machine that gave us like, all right, here's your left body shape, here's your right body.
Yeah.
And then, but we had to go in and redo all the details. It gave us like 40% of what we needed, and then we had to detail it and sculpt the details and
so basically put like the head in the right position, the wings in the right position, and then you kind of got to go in and carve the details in.
The wings were just like, here is your size of what you need, and here's pretty much like a rectangle that looks like this.
Oh, really?
Go in and carve wings and carve
wow
detail and the bones and stuff, and it's like, wow.
Dude, you did a fantastic job. Looks great.
Yeah, that was awesome. I worked with this awesome guy, Norberto, who's this foam sculptor from Puerto Rico, and he did one, I did the other off of looking at what he was doing, and man, that dude's a monster when it comes to foam sculpting. So yeah, 2 years of that with him was, then I'm making little bases for Jeff. And
now were these going to Tokyo?
Yeah, those ones are in Tokyo.
Okay, so when you go to ship that, are you able to take the wings off?
No, those are all connected, I believe.
Wow. Yeah. Man, whew. You talk about stress. We worry about our hot toys coming in without the boxes being stomped on.
Man,
something like that. Dude,
I'm glad I'm not trying to ship and that kind of stuff. So.
And then what is this? This is like a cave?
Yeah, that was caves for Halloween Horror Nights down here, which is like huge. If you're not from Florida, well, I guess even if you are not from Florida, yeah, Halloween Horror Nights is huge, and we made these caves for scare actors to hide in. So that we made one, and we made it so good and very quickly that they're like, could you give us 2 more and design whatever you want? So this one is the one I actually designed and hand sculpted all the foam, and then we hard coated it, and then I painted it up, and we added bones and that kind of stuff. So
now, do you do that in pieces and then just kind of like put it together like a puzzle?
It's just big blocks, and then I kind of cut. Okay, I want a big one here, smaller one here. And then they were in halves, so we made it designed so there was a frame, and then it splits in 2. So we had a top frame that you could put forklift forks into it.
Okay.
You could lift it because those were about 20 foot tall. They were tall, and maybe 16 foot.
Yeah. So when you sculpt it, you paint it and everything, right?
Yep.
You
That
just
was all
do-
hard coated and painted and detailed out.
Now, what do they do with them after they're done with it?
I actually, so that was for 2016 Horror Nights, and I was actually there last year, and I saw them again, and they had repainted them to look more like lava-y, and so they were like black with reds, and they must have done that in house, but they still had them. They just have giant warehouses there, and they'll, they never know when they need more stuff.
It's kind of like Lucas. It's like, just throw it in the warehouse. You know?
And
it'll be worth a crap ton of
we need
money
some
in
rocks.
like 30
And they
years.
go, we got rocks. Yeah.
Yeah, we got this.
So
yeah.
that was fun.
What was this piece right here?
That was Beauty and the Beast Tokyo also. That actually had bells. It had the rose on it that the petals fall, and the last petal he has to like find love by that and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was all hand sculpted by foam also, and then I had to piece it all together, make sure it fit, cast it, piece all the pieces in plastic together, and shave stuff. It was like 2 months of getting that thing to line up, and then paint it to look like stone and all that kind of stuff. I didn't paint this one, but I did all the assembly and sculpting of that, and that was that was tough.
Now, did you go to art school, or is it just like a natural gift?
Yeah. I went to a special effects school in Pittsburgh originally, and I had been doing like art and little props forever, but yeah, I actually went to special effects school, and I fell into doing like the scenic stuff down here with all the theme parks. So
okay, yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, this was Toy Story, so I sculpted that giant thermos. I sculpted out of foam.
Wow.
So I had to make sure that was all lined up, and that thing's, I mean, that again is like 15 foot tall.
Yeah.
And so sculpted that, then fiberglass. There's a Baby Bell cheese in the back, 2 of them. I hand sculpted the Baby Bell cheese, so I'd get just little packs of Baby Bell cheese, and I'd eat them. But just to see how they looked, to get it, they wanted to look nice and seamed, right? Like
right.
They had those. They have like cool little. And then one of our painters painted with this nice candy coat, like that you would do on a car, to get that sheen that the Baby Bell had. And then we had these awesome vinyl graphics we threw on there. So
see that would be my problem. I'd be like, I'm gonna use this as it's gone.
Yeah. And we had animal crackers, giant animal crackers. So we had, animal crackers in the shop every day. And,
wow.
And then giant cootie bugs. Yeah, there you go. In the background, you can kind of see it, but that's one of the first things I sculpted out of foam on a large scale.
Wow. It looks like plastic. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I know, right? And I remember the game. I'm sure you'd probably do, Sean.
Yeah, man. That thing right there is smooth. Like, because you can almost get away with carving foam if it's texture, but to make this look like plastic, like you got to get it right and then get the right coating on top of it.
Yeah, and it's cool too, because if you look, so we sculpted it so there's a purposeful seam line on the head and the body, like as if it was the plastic pieces clicked together.
Wow.
The legs have seam lines on it.
Yeah, it looks great.
So
thanks for not calling me out on that game, Scott. I don't remember that one at all.
I know, because you just missed the mark. Sean would remember. Yeah,
we had that. I played that with my sister for hours.
Wow.
Yeah,
man.
I remember that.
I don't remember how to play it, but I totally remember them.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't sure what this was, Jason.
This was cool because that's at the Ripley's Museum in Orlando here, and the headquarters was like down the road. So they had this is a support wall, so there's support beams there that they couldn't take out, and they're like, well, we don't want to have a wall there, what the hell are we going to do? And we thought of the idea of, well, let's do trees, because they made this bayou like room. So we sculpted these trees over these like plumbing tubes, and we hand sculpted, and we also did we took molds of, put silicone on trees in our area, and then we had like stamps.
So you make the bark.
Yeah. And so we covered these support beams and had to mesh it all together and resculpt, and it hid them perfectly. And like the owner came in and was like, wow, this looks awesome. We're like, all right, cool.
Wow. So that's like PVC, like large PVC tubing underneath it?
Yeah. And some cardboard tubing, and then it just has it's like a 2-part material that then hardens up that we put on it. So it's fun. It's so different, like the range of stuff I've done, which I like because I get bored easily. So I like to have a bunch of different things, But the Star Wars stuff's like my favorite, obviously.
Yeah, like this one, you were kind of excited about getting up in the morning, but the Star Wars thing, you were doing cartwheels out the door.
Yeah, right.
And then
definitely
you got some little Haggards.
Yeah, that was for the Haggard ride. So I hand sculpted those letters, and the cool story with this was the head artist for Harry Potter, I believe it was like 3, 4, and 5. I forget the gentleman's name, but he's in charge of all Harry Potter art direction for the parks, right?
Yeah.
They moved him from the UK. He lives here now. So they had him come in, super nice guy, and he was telling us, it needs to look chiseled, it needs to be this and that, and kind of intimidating. But it was really cool. Like, wow, you're like the head art director of the movies, and you're talking to me. I'm nobody. So that was cool because I had to melt clay into there so I could carve it because the foam wouldn't carve how we needed it to.
Right.
And that's huge. That's really big. So that took me probably a week and a half, almost 2 weeks to get that carved the right way.
Now for that, for the font, did you just hand draw it with a pencil and just try to get it just right, and then you go ahead and kind of carve over it?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you they kind of told us how they wanted it, and we kind of stenciled in where that needed to be, and then carve in, and then clay it, carve the clay, coat over it, and give it kind of a stone texture,
Yeah. Now, did you come back in afterwards and put the vines on because they look like they're a little bit thicker?
Those were carved. Everything was carved in, so those were raised up above it.
Wow. Yeah, that thing's carved in deep.
Yeah, and there's a whole head that attached, and it's a guy's beard turns into those vines. It's
okay.
Through the ride. Yeah, it was super cool.
Dude, that's sweet.
Cool.
Yeah,
I love Harry Potter. I really love the Harry
Do
Potter.
you? Yeah, that Harry Potter ride, I rode that thing 3 times in a row, and honestly, by the second time, I was like, I'm getting too old for this. I was because it's like a motion master, but you're on a track and you're spinning, and there was way too much going on for my 50-year-old mind. I couldn't handle it. Yeah, my kids were like, "Let's do it again." I'm like, "Really?"
I love that stuff. I love Harry Potter's park.
Yeah, I think we're down to the last couple of pictures. So this one's pretty interesting. So
yeah, that's some hands I painted. So the left is just the cast we had.
Yeah.
And the right was the paints I did on it. So,
well, dude, that looks sick. Because I was going to ask, is that your hand on the right?
No, yeah. That's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Dude, the fingernails. Dude, you killed it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd like to get some more busts and displays so I can practice doing more stuff like that. I'd like to.
Dude, you got talent for this. You can definitely do some. You should definitely look into maybe doing some Star Wars busts.
Yeah, well, I was just telling Jeff I'm working on doing a Django bust, and I found someone had a Django bust head. And I was like, helmeted characters usually look better. Yeah. But I kind of want to get the unhelmeted version to try and paint it up and stuff. So
man, look at that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
So both of those are fake. It's wow.
Both of those
were like you were saying earlier, Westworld, right?
Yeah. So now what I do in my job is that, but on silicone. That was hard plastic, so now it's silicone faces and bodies and.
Are we talking to the real J2SO right now?
We are.
Well, no. The question would be: is it for medical or is it like a real doll thing? Really, Jason?
Jason's like, no comment. No comment.
Yeah, it's medical stuff.
Dude, that's awesome. Yes. We got. It looks like our buddy Joel's in the house. What's up, Joel? What's up, Joel? Yeah, I talked to him. I think it was last night or the night before about doing that Tauntaun skull with the diorama. Yeah.
Oh, I just got some. I have it right here. He printed me some Commander Cody parts. Work on a Commander Cody quarter scale.
Oh, dude, that's sweet.
So I'm just basing out the paint, but he printed me the backpack, the shoulders, the helmets. So yeah, this it's cruising, man. I actually wanted to hit him up to do see if he could print me a quarter scale B1 battle droid head, because I want that in his hand, like holding it by the wires hanging down. So
yeah, I tell you, Joel's the man. That 3D printer is working overtime.
Yeah. He just knows how to size it perfectly, man. He really does know what to do for what
scale
you're
for it. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Absolutely.
And he's got a love for it too, so you know it's going to be done right.
Well, it's like you'll be talking to him. Like I was talking to him one night about something. I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about redoing the guns on the side of the AT-ATs that I have. I think they need to be a little bit longer. And all of a sudden you hear, all right, print's going to take 7 hours. And you're like, whoa, what's going on here? And he just kicks them out and mails them off. And you're like, wow.
Yeah.
That was like, wow, dude.
Yeah, Joel's awesome. Yeah, I really I'm starting to get the itch to go ahead and start on this Hoth diorama.
Do it.
Oh, I am. I already, like I said, I moved all the DTOF shelves. I took one out of the way, so it's going to be pretty tall. So it's tall enough where Luke's hanging, where it doesn't look like his hands are about to hit the floor.
Yeah.
So do you need a Wampa?
I have a Wampa. Joel made me a Wampa.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
So you're ready. Yeah, you are ready.
Yeah. I don't have a Luke yet, a Hoth Luke, but.
Is it one of those things where you're like, Chewy bust, Joel?
Yeah, honestly, Chewy bus is like, I'm trying not to spend a lot of money because I'm trying to gear up just to get that paid for.
Yeah.
And it's kind of been good for me because then I'm not buying a bunch of other stuff.
You're going to be a guest on Jeff's Sail Barge next week.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Let's do it. So we can both find some things to put up.
Yeah, and check the chat, Sean. That guy had posted in there, that Nathan Ritchie, so you can at least see it.
Oh yeah.
Unless you wanted to post
what was
two
that
of his pictures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, give me a minute. Let me pull it up.
I gotta say real quick too, dude. I keep staring at your Luke in the background, Sean. I love that on the sail barge like that with the lightsaber ignited.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Darn cool, man.
Yeah.
That's Jens at Legacy Arts. We collaborated with the front of that. That was kind of my brainchild, and he was like, dude, that's so awesome. And he actually hit me up because he wanted to start selling them, and that's my background, so I gave him the image for it so he can recreate it.
I love it. It's
I love
it, man.
Did he do your Jabba one too?
Oh, the pig spit?
Yeah.
No, Joel did that for me like a few weeks ago.
The whole thing. Did he do the whole thing?
Oh, no, that's mine. It's actually BMX Jedi and I. BMX Jedi had started this, and then he ended up moving. So in his new place, this was like too big for it. So then I wanted to do a Jabba one. He's like, here, I've got it, at least a quarter way to halfway done. So then, he handed it over, and we just came over on the weekend and started piecing it together.
That's cool.
The hard part was that, the arch back there, to get those symbols, I hand cut each of those by foam, hand cut foam, and then I glued it on there and then spackled over it.
So cool.
But yeah, and then
I'll tell you, if I redid my collection, if I could afford to, I would get rid of my collection, and I'd have a collection like yours. I love dioramas. That's my big.
But
thing.
you know what's crazy? We're all like that. I'm looking at Jeff's, and then and you're just like, oh, dude, I want that. I want to do this because it's something so different. Because
dioramas so
you get used to looking at everything, And I've got 2 dioramas I'm trying to sell now. I've got them on eBay, but I'm hoping that if those sell, then I'll be getting really close to Chewy.
I do want to get a Jabba one, and I don't even have the Jabba yet.
Oh.
A diorama for the Jabba.
Are you gonna get this Jabba?
I think so. Well, because I have this whole Jabba thing going on over there in that corner of the room now. I've got Alsh, I've got Chewie, Boba's over there, the gate droid will be over there.
The R2 with the drink stand will be over there.
Yeah, it'll all be over that section.
Yeah, you gotta have Jabba.
No, I gotta have the Jabba. So.
Yeah, Jabba's. Yeah, that's such a iconic character.
Yeah.
Speaking of iconic character, I'm gonna pull up. Is it Nathan's?
Yeah.
Nathan's workshop.
Nathan Ritchie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull that up.
Yeah, it's so good. The chrysanthemum is amazing.
Dude. So the head, the mouth is all, the jaws Is that
movable.
locked? I was going to say, is that locked in place or it's got a hinge?
I think it has a hinge because he'll make them as masks. I mean, that's basically what it is. You can put them in unless you want to put the eyes in it and do all that other stuff. He's making these like in his backyard shed.
Are you serious?
Yes, the guy is phenomenal, and he's got videos on how he cast it and everything, all the way into making a bust.
I want the croissant. Look at that. That looks good.
I think you can get him. To put the eyes and stuff in it too, so it's not a mask.
Mm-hmm. So this is a mask.
Yeah, he makes them as a mask.
Dude, that's unbelievable.
Right?
I would love to, like you said, put some glass eyes or something, acrylic eye or something. Dude, that is. Oh, I love it.
A lot of the Wookiee builders will do that now, like because they know people are doing them on displays. Because Spina started doing it, so now they're like, "Oh, well, we can start doing this as masks now. We can do them as busts with glass eyes." In it. So.
Wow. But it's getting that mold right to look because like his Chewies, and he's even done a full Chewie outfit for himself. That is amazing. I'm sure it's probably posted here. Yeah, you look at that right there.
Dude, that is like he's got the fur down right, the coloring, the braid. Ooh, I like this a lot.
Amazing. But it's like if you start searching through, you'll probably see some of his Chewie stuff.
Yeah, because I see right here he's got complete mask is 2,000 plus shipping. And then you could get it hairless, which I would not want to put the hair on that thing for like $800.
No. And any of you weirdos out there that want it hairless, I don't want to talk about it.
No comment.
Yeah.
So here's the Chewie. Wow.
Part of it. Yeah. I mean, at final, they look better, but like that's his whole outfit.
Now, does he made the whole outfit?
He made the whole outfit. Yeah.
Dude, that is sick.
And he's also got the stilts, so he is the correct height sitting in this thing. There's a picture of him and like his mom or something, and he towers over her.
Wow. So
Nathan Ritchie was doing other stuff too before this, I think.
Yeah. He also did like a Vader one at the time that I discovered him, and a Clone Wars thing.
That YouTube video is really good too. Jason, you would like that for when Evans gets finished.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I've come across his videos for his bust when he was making a bust. I haven't seen this one because, I have to fix Evans because the fur in the face is horrible.
This one's really good because he goes through the whole like how to comb it out, how to style it to make it look like
Dude, this is sick.
Yeah,
I'm into that croissant though, man, because you don't see that, you know.
There you can see his Chewie, the done Chewies in the back. Look shelf.
Dude, wonder what kind of fur or hair he uses for this.
I don't remember. I think he says. I think he says, but I don't remember what it was.
Because I know Tom Spina. You know Tom because he goes through and he went back and forth to the archives to try to get the the closest. I don't think it's the exact they use on the original, but it's as close as you can get. This looks friggin' great.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying, I mean, Tom's busts are going to be as dead perfect as you can possibly get, right? But this is a close running second in my book.
Hands, I agree. You know? This is really good.
It looks like Chewie. I've seen other people do Chewie masks, and that's what they look like. Oh, it's a Chewie mask. I know what you're going for, but it's not quite there. He got the shape down. He's got the way that the hair needs to lay. It just, I don't know, just absolutely blew my mind.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, this guy's...
So, Sean, personally, you should, join the group or whatever just so you can see and keep up with his stuff. And then, of course, on YouTube, I think he's like Captain Richie or something like that. I'm sure there's a link somewhere for it.
All right, I just joined. Boom.
Well, if you look at that video that he posted where the styling, that's his YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, black croissant. And if we could talk him into just making like a head bust for that, because I wouldn't want to wear it, but that looks so good.
Yeah, it's good.
Does a great job. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit, Nathan, that people get, because your work is absolutely amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, it looks great, man.
Great, Scott. Now I can't get the black chrysanthemum.
Yeah, he's like, everyone's going to have it now. It's like he's got it out there.
Nah, that's cool.
But man, we've hit a little over the 2-hour mark, guys, and
nice.
I just want to thank you guys for coming on and get you guys warmed up. So if you guys don't watch the Spice Runners Lounge, get out there next Friday on the 29th. You get to spend the Friday evening with these guys and see how drunk you can get them.
and I saw that Evan went live during the time that we were on this, so he went live on Spice Runners.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah.
I hit him up like, hey, here's the link. You need to hop in. And he's like, yeah. He goes, but I'm so trashed right now.
Well, he was hanging out with George and Joseph. So
Yeah. It was still early, and he was like, dude, I'm so drunk. I was like, all right.
Well, he's been on a whirlwind travel too.
Dude, Tokyo, back here for a week. San Diego.
Wild, yeah.
He's going to sleep for a week.
So I think this is like chill, right? Where he's had such a high like work level.
Yeah. So this is time to let loose and
good for him.
Yeah. So, but yeah, because Jason, I'll be headed your way August 5th, and then I actually talked to Eben. He's going to meet me at Universal on Saturday.
Wow.
And then Nilda's going to try to go Friday to Galaxy's Edge. So I'll get up with you. I don't know if you want to. Yeah, and then my buddy Scott that lives down there, he'll be with me because he's got season pass to Galaxy's Edge. And maybe I can meet up with you that Friday. It'll be in the afternoon because my plane lands at 11:30. So by the time I get situated, it's probably gonna be 2:00 before I get over there.
Oh yeah, dude. But, yeah. Let me know.
Yeah, because you might have to hang out with me at Rise of the Resistance because I've never ridden that ride yet.
I haven't either, man.
Dude, we're gonna do it. We're doing it.
We got lucky enough out here that they offered up for $20. You can fast pass it, and me and Janine are like, let's do it. And it was the best $20 or $40 we spent. Yeah.
Because we're going to be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, fly home on Monday, but we're staying at Universal at the Hard Rock. So we've got, we'll be at Island of Adventure, I guess. Universal's right there. I think there's a water park there.
Yeah.
But we've got fast passes for all that because I'm at the age where I cannot wait in line for 3 hours. I'll do it for the Rise of the Resistance because I've never ridden it. I'll do it for that. But any other ride, I'm like, nope.
I know. It's like, is it patience or what? I mean, it's like, I just can't do it. You look at something, you're like, 40 minutes? I could do something else in 40 minutes.
Well, then you go 40 minutes and the ride is 2 minutes long. The math doesn't work out.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, man. This was a fun night, guys. Like I said, thank you again for coming on.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
It's always good on the Sithcast.
Yeah, man. We're going to have to get all you guys back on with Eben again, and then we'll just get PJ back, and then we'll have a little family reunion, we'll call it.
There you go.
Yeah. Awesome.
But yeah, guys, everyone that hung out with us in the chat tonight, we appreciate you as always. And then we'll be back next week. PJ will be back from San Diego, so I'm sure he's going to have some good photos and some good stories. And then we'll have another good chat. All right. Until then, may the force be with you always.
All right.